Yeah, you are, bud. Hello and welcome, everybody. It is Tuesday on Longshot RPG, means we play Terraform. Very excited. We're going to some of the darkest chapters that we've had so far on the stream. I'm pretty excited. The party has gone off to a swamp. The village, the city now of Dragon's End, having been taken over by a lich. The party knows that something's going on with the swamp and that it's growing really fast and it's becoming evil and dark. But they also know the phylactery of said lich is somewhere in this swamp. And upon reaching said swamp, they found none other than our fantastic Ben Brainard, that is Mentiroso, aka Florida Man. Florida Man, take it away. And then throw it to somebody else.
Oh, what am I supposed to just say? Hi,
Yeah,
Florida
hi.
Man?
You're who you are, and talk about your character a little bit, and then pass it to somebody else.
Oh, okay. Hi, I'm Florida Man, and I'll be playing as the character Mentiroso today. And he is a Florida Panther, human creature thing, ranger. He lies a lot. He was abandoned in a swamp as a baby and raised by alligators. And so now he's here. He doesn't really like the party so far. He's just wildly indifferent towards all of them. He just wants them out of his swamp. So he's gonna go find the man with the box so that they'll get out of the swamp. That's about it. Dorky?
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out my D8s from my D10s right now and organize my little pile. You guys never get to see it, but I have 3 sets of dice and they all have their place and everything must be in their place.
Which one's the most cursed?
Okay.
Actually, none of them have done me too dirty.
Okay.
The only ones that generally I roll pretty low on are my D4s. And that's like all of them though. So I think D4s as a whole just don't like me. They banded together and we're like, this girl. This is the one we don't like. All the ones for her. But yeah, I'm that dorky cosplayer. I play Brady, the half-elf bard, and I'm very excited to see where this stream is gonna go. It's very chaotic at the end of last session, and I'm ready for the chaos, but Brady isn't. But, you know, Dorky is. Dorky's ready for it. And with that, I will pass it off to another chaotic member, Taylor.
Hi everyone, I'm Taylor and Tracy. I play Terraform, the satyr druid. She's very much so, she's like excited to see Mentiroso, especially like having him take us through the swamp and everything like that. It's kind of one of those, and like he knows who I am now as me instead of as an alligator. And I'm super stoked to see what chaos there is. Terra has some plans in the background that no one really knows about. So I'm excited to see if any of those get acted on today, which I will start messaging Jeff right now. And I'll pass it out to Critfail Jake.
Hello, I'm Critfail Jake. I'm on TikTok and Instagram. I'm playing Thranduin, the half-elf drow. Gosh, what is he? Warlock Paladin.
When you play so many campaigns.
I really hoped he wasn't going to get it because I was going to take a crack at it and be like, I know this.
I almost said Sorcerer Cleric. I was like, no, that's the other one. But yeah, he just wants to get out of the swamp as quickly as possible. So whatever he has to do to get in and get out, that's what he'll do. George, go for it.
Hi, I'm GoodGriefGeorge. I really hope everyone can hear me if I'm not smacking into this thing.
Oh, we can hear you.
My internet totally died at my house, so I made things work, and I'm here now. So hopefully this isn't too terrible, and we're gonna have a good time. So Fizbin Ramsey, the Dragonborn cleric of the Stormfather, actually really likes this brand new character coming on board. He really enjoys the chaotic nature of him, and he's while he's not fully on board with the fact that he hates everyone, he's excited to see where this is gonna go, and he's really good. I think he's gonna become really good friends with Alfred in the very near future. So there is that.
All right.
Alfred?
He's got a 9 intelligence, so like he doesn't fully grasp his name.
All right.
Oh, he knows his name. You don't, apparently.
So, let's dive into this. we're picking up right where we left off. Minteroso has just turned to walk away. The party kind of all looking at each other like, what have we gotten ourselves into? What is this chaotic being that we have been led to by Terra? Yeah. I'm getting a little bit of echo from
You
Ben.
have to do it like a beauty thing. You have to put your hand behind it.
A little bit. Yeah,
Wow.
that looks awesome. Is that a tricorn hat? I respect that.
Absolutely, it is. Well, it's more of like a Robin Hood.
Okay, nice.
It's got a feather in it.
So cool.
You
Ben,
get
check
feedback from
Zoom
mine?
chat. So you begin hearing this like this sifting and crackling of small rocks, almost this gravel-like sound. The party all hears this, and they all kind of look around. Albert kind of scuttles up to the side of Minteroso, kind of protectively. And all of these rocks seem to be somewhat traveling along the floor. Kind of this swarm of rocks coming from, the tree line, and kind of, you see them kind of go into the mire and push out of the mire. And they all begin coalescing into a very large-sized humanoid figure. Make a history check, everyone but Ben, because Ben has not met this person yet.
I don't know where that echo is coming from. Are you sure it's me?
I think so. I think it's on like your mobile, maybe?
No, I don't
No?
have my phone up.
Oh, I'm hearing it
I'm
from
streaming
somewhere.
it from my desktop,
Gotcha.
and I have everything muted.
Jake, are you get it on your phone, maybe?
There's nothing on my phone.
I don't know. I'm hearing. Oh, I'm a dummy. It's me.
Well,
Yeah,
gosh
it was
darn
me.
it.
It was me. What it was is it's right here, and my brain, because right there is where Ben's head is, my brain was like, oh yeah, it's coming from Ben's thing, because that makes
It's
sense.
so funny.
Just blame the Florida man. Nobody's as good as anyone else.
My apologies. All right.
Donkulus.
It's at first it's just a humanoid form. George, what'd you get?
13.
13 from George, 13 from Dorky. Jake, what'd you get?
Chat. 6.
Okay. Tara, you recognize Makuta, and the determining factor is how he does the thing with his overlong draconic neck, where he kind of hunches himself, his head like being down by his chest as he leans forward. But he's all of this gravel kind of forming. It's almost like ascending, like he's talking to you from far away, and he leans forward and goes,
Cousin.
How are you doing that? And I poke the gravel.
you poke the gravel, and you see these almost blue-white lights kind of sifting through and coming and starting to coalesce around your fingers. So you pull them back, or you gotta let it happen?
I kind of want to let it happen.
Okay, make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
They
Got a nat 20.
nat 20. Okay, you're good. You feel the electric shock, but you don't take any damage.
Yes. It's been not too long since I've laid my eyes on you. How have you been?
You know, we've been okay, but like, there's a big problem in the town right now. There's like a zombie apocalypse or
I
something.
know.
Yeah.
I heard you were instrumental in that being such a success.
What?
Mm.
I was a caterpillar.
I wanted to extend my thanks.
Is that because of you?
To a degree. In some ways.
And in other ways. Is it someone else?
It is a servant of mine.
Oh.
Can't hear you, Ben.
Can't hear Ben.
Oh, sorry, I did that on purpose too. The rest of us are just, I can still like hear and see that what's
Yes,
happening. Right?
this is projected to all of them, and the cousin greeting was to Fizbin.
Okay, so at this point, I turn to Tara. She seems to be talking to the thing. I say, "Oh, you know Dwayne Johnson over here? What's going on?"
Yeah, we actually, this is the one that we saved, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we actually helped him out.
Makuta, imprisoned by Gent in a time long before the destruction and genocide of the dwarves, was imprisoned with his hands like this, with his nails slowly growing up to kill him. The party, in the middle of a civil war, came across Makuta, and without knowing who he was at all, really, tried to free him and succeeded in doing so. Makuta then went on to help them win the civil war in the volcano, and then left and has not been seen since. The fall leaves, all kind of changing, just bring out this stark, almost unnerving feeling, kind of shifting through it, some wind coming through that you haven't felt since you've been here. It seems like this reverb is being affected in some strange way. There's definitely some odd stuff going on here, but without a doubt he's doing it. He's in control of this odd sending, if you will.
So is he admitting to having associations with the Lich?
Yes, and he still does not realize that you probably see him as an enemy.
Yeah. Well, I'll look at the others, look back. Happy to help, I guess. Where can we find you?
I am not accessible at this time. I'm quite busy, as it were. I have met some interesting friends of yours, though, and maybe they'll come and visit you when their work is done.
Where are they working?
With me on my projects.
Which friends?
I would like to say to the guy, hey, we actually also know those people, and we're working on the same project, but we have some like questions for you. You want to help us out?
Okay, just a second. She says, which ones?
I am discovering how Harmony became what he is today.
He then looks over at Mentoroso and goes,
Ah, I see you've picked up a stray. Hello. What's your name?
He's saying that to me or to Albert?
he's saying it's the
He's
tabaxi.
saying, oh, you picked up a stray to everybody else, and then I'm the
Yeah,
stray.
because you're the cat person.
Right, okay. I say, hi, my name's Thomas O'Malley, the alley cat,
Ah.
and you're in my swamp.
Thomas, it is quite nice to make your acquaintance. Your
Nice to meet you too,
swamp.
Dwayne.
Dwayne, that's precious. You may call me Makuta, Thomas.
Okay. Anyway, can we go?
Yes. I just thought I would extend a greeting to my liberators and friends.
Is there a way that if we need to get in contact with you again, or if you need to get in contact with us, do you have like a messenger? Like, what's it? I know you're busy, but what's a way that we can
Indeed,
get
I do
word to
believe
you?
I gave the satyr a means of contacting me.
I hold up my river stone that he gave me.
Is that like a
Cousin.
part of his body?
So he gave her a river stone with a naturally made hole in it, and kind of
but
left
he's
her
made
to
of
figure it
stone,
out.
So that was an actual question I had.
That's not actually
He's
him.
a dragonborn.
Oh, I see. Mentiroso thinks he's just made of stone.
Oh.
And honestly, in a
Yeah.
D&D realm, that's not too far-fetched. But Mentiroso, make an Arcana check. So he looks to cousin.
6.
Cousin, what news?
Oh, I'm sorry, 4. I went the wrong way.
You are not able to tell that. You have no idea that whether or not it's actually him.
Yeah, that's how I was gonna play it anyway.
News. I don't know what you're talking about.
Is that any way to treat your elders? I kid, friend. I kid, good cousin. You funny thing, the blue folk. With your gods.
I
So
look back and
quaint.
forth.
What
I
is
look
that
back-
supposed to mean?
What do you mean?
The thing is going to kind of shift forward, mostly the head just kind of elongating almost submissively downwards, so that you can kind of look down, and goes,
I'm just saying, you blue dragonborn are always looking to your power instead of having the ambition to seize it for yourself. I've
For a moment,
always found it so endearing.
he was like staggered at first with the whole like respecting your elders thing, but now,
yeah, he's
full on just like he's entering old man anger mode now.
Makuda's definitely
Now,
toying
just
with
a
you.
minute.
So he kind of walked up to Fizbin a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Brady's gonna take that moment and just kind of shift and get a little bit closer to Tara,
Okay.
and very softly just kind of like turn her head as if she's like fixing something on Tara's hair, like fixing a flower or something,
Okay.
and ask her, do you have some way of tracking him if you put something on him right now, or connect something to him? Like one of your stones, was that you? Did you have some ability?
Let me think.
Now, just a minute. You were talking about harmony a second ago, and I thought you were all about. You're all
Yes.
about the gods and
Harmony.
demigods.
Harmony ascended. He was once of our ilk. What does that say?
Means he.
Hmm?
Okay, he may have ascended a little bit stronger than others, but he is certainly nowhere near the strength of the Stormfather.
Really? We should speak in depth of this at some point. Maybe after I've succeeded in my plan.
Thranduin, what you up to?
So upon him admitting that he partially orchestrated the fall of Dragon's End, is just keeping his mouth shut tight because
Okay.
he knows what the party is doing,
Mm-hmm.
and he's still
Yeah, this is
too
not
soon.
the
It's
yeah,
too
yeah,
soon.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
he's
yeah.
just like
Mhm.
ground teeth,
You're playing it smart.
fists clenched, just
You're playing it smart.
Can I try to like hide while they're
Yeah, sure. Roll for
while the
stealth.
thing is 16.
Okay, so as he's kind of talking with Fizbin, and you see that Brady successfully is whispering to Tara, you kind of just duck. There's a patch of like long grass that you kind of squat down on. You kind of wait it out, and then you shimmy behind a tree.
Kudo, you mentioned that you had a friend on the island?
Yes, one of your friends. He and I have come into a certain partnership.
I definitely think I already know who it is. I'm not gonna say nothing.
Well, that's nice that you were able to make a fellow friend of ours. We do have so many great friends.
Yes, you do. So many great friends. You rescued me. You saved me from an unpleasant and prolonged death at the hands of Gent. So, I am extending this courtesy. This land will soon be uninhabitable. You have a little bit of time to flee. I would hate to see you join my hordes. That would be unfortunate, and I am not all-seeing, so I extend a warning to a friend. It might be time to pack your bags, as it were.
Why are you destroying my home?
Oh, darling. Because I want to. It is nothing against you as a person. I think you are lovely. And perhaps there is a forest that I might be able to spare just for you. But with great ambition is a willingness to have spending the great cost.
Can you spend the cost somewhere else? There are mean people up north. Or wherever Drogar comes from.
Unfortunately, the northern realms do not have these fantastic monoliths. I always thought that they were harmonies, but I am realizing...
And he seems to catch himself monologuing.
Well, I am learning quite a many things.
Like what?
I've given you your warning, dear. Take your stray, and, I wish you the best of luck.
It's been great catching up. Bye then. We'll see you on the flip side, or whenever you decide to call back.
Indeed.
And you watch as the figure of Makuta just crumples down and begins dispersing.
Oh my god, you guys, he's a bad guy.
Yeah.
I have fallen asleep.
Okay.
I'm just sleeping in the tall grass.
So did he say that he had a servant send the zombie thing?
I
Or
think Crown
that
says
he
he's gonna try to
sent
ascend with Gent or something.
What?
I bet he's gonna try to do some kind of ascending with Gent's power. Since Harmony did it.
Right, well, who do the monoliths belong to if they don't belong to Harmony?
I don't know, but if they're not harmonies and they're benefiting this guy, we should destroy them.
Do we know Menteroso's mentee's name?
I'm not sure.
Mr. Catman.
Minteroso, you are awoken by Brady gently waking you up.
Here, kitty.
Brady kind of squats down next to him.
What are you doing?
I was taking a nap. What were you doing?
Oh, that must be nice. I think we're leaving.
Where are we going?
You were leading the way. You know the swamp.
Oh yeah.
You're our guide, sir.
All
So,
I just pick up my bag of fish and just start walking back in towards the swamp, the direction we were going towards
Okay.
before the guy stopped us.
so I assume, I guess we didn't ever actually have this conversation. Are you heading towards the direction of what you believe they're referring to as the monolith?
Oh no, they haven't told me about that yet. I'm heading back towards like my camp,
Okay.
towards Mom and Pop Gator.
Okay.
Oh no.
What's the thing that I talk to the land and it tells me what's around? Which one is that?
The investiture.
Speak
Speak with
plants.
plants?
The investiture? No, commune with nature.
Mm.
All right. I would like to commune with nature and get the
Okay.
knowledge of the land within 3 miles of me.
Okay. So, a couple things to say about this forest, about this swamp. There are roughly 5 gargantuan trees. And as you're communing, you realize that one of them is within the 3-mile radius, and it definitely wasn't there when you were walking down into the swamp and could see the layout of the land as a whole. This massive presence, implying that it has moved. You also pick up that there is a village nearby. Aside from that, a couple of terrifying creatures that you've never heard of or conceived of before, all kind of rooting around and looking for prey. The land itself is just roiling, almost consuming itself. Feels very wrong.
Okay. I'll share all of the information with everybody.
The party begins traveling. Minteroso. It's not too long of a walk, but you get back to this small sanctuary, and what you remember this place being was this ring of white birch trees, and in the center there would be like sweet onion grass that had some healing properties, and you learned that certain evil things could not get into it. The party has run into these things before, and this is what you thought you would see as you kind of rounded the corner, but breaking into the tree, out of the tree line, you see that it is withered. All the trees have kind of like been leached of any kind of sustenance and are just these dry, broken husks, and they've all kind of fallen inwards to a certain degree, and there's this one plant in the middle. All the rest of the ground is just brown. All of the sweet onion grass has just coiled up and died, and there's this one very thorny plant in the center. A river kind of passing through is dry, which you've never seen in a swamp. And a couple of dead birds here and there.
Plant?
No, the plant's new. It's like a rose bush with no roses.
Can I make a nature check?
Yeah, sure.
May I as well? Or assist him?
Yeah, all right. Make your nature check at advantage, Minteroso.
Okay. 13.
Oof.
13. You do
It's
not
not a great
recognize this plant from anything you've seen before.
Okay, well, I'm gonna
Do you want-
stop. I'm gonna abruptly stop the party.
The tabaxi suddenly halts.
Yeah, before entering the ring of now dead birch trees. Can I make a perception check to see if there's anything that I hear, smell, anything around?
Go for it. While you're doing that, Tara, you're intimately familiar with these sanctuaries all throughout the island.
Yeah.
Brady and Thranduin have seen them before from last season.
Right.
What Brady and Thranduin know is that evil creatures cannot pass through these white birch trees. There's a protective magic that seems to be negated here.
19 on the perception check.
19 the perception check. The dead birds are moving. You can see now that you're alarmed and you're like looking around. You can see that little thorny vines have kind of come out from the bush and are dragging the carcasses into the bush. You smell like something particularly rancid, and you don't see Albert's parents anywhere. Your pet gator. Normally
Okay.
they'd be chilling in the river.
So I can smell something rancid. Is it coming from the plant or?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna throw a fireball at the plant.
Okay. You guys watch as the tabaxi like, and then throws a fireball. Roll to hit. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a plant. I roll a disadvantage. Yeah. You incinerate this plant. And the fire just kind of roils out and begins engulfing the rest of the sanctuary. Soon it dies down. But the sapped, if you'll excuse the term, white birch trees remain burning in this eerie circle of these random like totems all at angles. And you step in and you kind of look around, and with the plant gone, you can see the bones of the snout of one gator in this pit where the plant was over.
Okay, I go up to the gator, thinking the worst.
Okay, yeah. So you cross into this now muddy, or sorry, kind of dusty, ground, and you look into the center where the plant was, and you see this pit and how it had you know how some plants have those like sacks of like dissolving fluid and it'll like pull things in or attract with a bad smell. This seems to be something kind of reminiscent to that. And it looks like Albert's parents were both, actually, sorry, just the one. You only see one gator skeleton. Was somehow pulled into this bush and killed.
Okay. So without showing any emotion, I just kind of place one hand on the skull, and then I look frantically around for any signs of the other alligator.
Make a perception check. What's everyone else doing?
Can I try and put out the birch trees?
Mm-hmm.
24 on the perception
I'll help
check.
with that.
Okay. 24.
Anyone else
Yeah.
want to tell me what just happened? Is that normal? Is that how we're supposed to enter this clearing?
I can just picture Fizbin like lounging like this. Just chilling.
On tree, just chilling.
I'll explain the trees and how they normally look and how they normally act to Fizbin.
And how they saved
I
your life on a few
completely
different
ignore him.
occasions.
Yeah.
And then let me know when I'm done putting out the birch trees, because then I have something to do to help Mentiroso.
Takes a good amount
I
of
rolled
time.
a 24 on the perception check.
Yeah, you got nothing. You are able to correctly see that there is no sign.
Okay. So I have another thing that I wanted to do after that then.
Okay. As
Are
he's
there
kind
any
of
tracks?
snooping about, Tara kind of finishes up. Thranduin's on the last tree, and while you're chewing on your options, Tara kind of approaches over to Mentiroso. There are no tracks.
Do I see the skull as well?
What's your passive perception? Yeah.
Okay. If you need, I can help you find them. And I gesture to my staff.
Yeah, I completely ignore her. I'm frantic at this point. I walk
Okay.
into a group, like just outside of, like I'm on the edge of the burned area, and I cast Speak with Plants
Okay.
on all of the surrounding.
Well. Okay. So
And they can-
you would have to leave the sanctuary. And as you do, you go over to you want like a bush or like a tree. What do you want? Grass?
It's all plants within 30 feet of me.
Oh, okay. You step out because all the plants are dead within the sanctuary now.
Yeah.
And you cast Speak with yeah. So for 30
Speak
feet
with Plants.
around. Thank you. Speak with Plants. 30 feet around. You just hear
Yeah,
hear screaming.
Okay. I try to get one of them to calm down. It's just like, hey, relax. It's okay. What
Okay.
happened here?
Make a persuasion check. It's a pretty easy check. You go up to one of the trees, and you try to calm down that one in particular. Oh no.
I got a 1.
Oh, it continues to scream.
Can Albert do
Can I-
okay.
Tara,
And then
hang on.
Here. Why don't I'll go to the middle and then I'm gonna do plant growth all around except for right where the evil plant is.
Okay.
And I'm gonna meditate on it for a while to really help everything grow back
Okay.
in the area where we are for 150 feet. So hopefully that'll stop them screaming for him.
So a bit of time passes. Mintoroso, you spend some time trying to get some answers out of this tree and you're confounded. And then you hear the screaming cease behind you. And you turn and the sanctuary, how big is the radius of your
150 feet.
Yeah. The sanctuary and a little bit past that has been restored. The trees, the white birch trees being little sprouts. But the sweet onion grass has returned and you're kind of like the first whole thing, the remnants of the swamp you know and love. You see that Tara has actually made whole again.
Okay. So I make that connection, but I don't say anything about it. Just a mental note. Have the plants around me stop screaming? Or just
Yeah, some of them, yeah.
okay. So then I just calmly say, can one of you guys tell me what happened here?
I can. You look down, and there is a small flower. And so, this bird thing was traveling by. Oh my God, it's an alligator.
Don't mind him. It's
Okay.
Albert. He's nice.
Okay.
Don't look at him. Look at me. Look at me, flower. Eye contact with the Florida Panther.
It was a strange bird. It dropped and it landed and it buried a seed in the center of the area. And then it took off and then everything started going wrong. This
Okay.
was
What did the
maybe
what did
yesterday.
the bird look like?
Oh, it was very large. I'm not sure. I can't really tell. I only was able to perceive it once it landed. This was maybe a cycle ago. I don't know. It was big.
Bigger than me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, who's the biggest in the party?
Fizbin.
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 Fizbin. Bigger than old dragon bones over there?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
What's the flower saying? Something big was here?
The flower is saying that him and his friends were just having a little party and somebody crashed the party and it was a big old bird. It's a big old bird.
A dragon?
Well, that would be a real good question to ask the flower if you could speak to it. Can you speak to it? Nope. Let me ask the questions.
I actually can, but since you're
Okay.
having a conversation, I'll let you.
Yeah, I'm having the conversation. I look at the flower, just like, was it a dragon?
What's a dragon?
You see the alligator?
Uh-huh.
A lot bigger, but with wings and stuff.
Oh my God, that sounds horrifying. No, it was just a bird.
Okay, good. No, see, it was just a bird. It wasn't a dragon. I would have known if it was a dragon.
Alligator
I
with
know
wings.
things.
Would it be
Oh
oh
my
my
God.
God or oh my son?
Yeah, right? Oh, yeah, that's fair. Moon and stars. And the one really big star.
Okay. And then I just ask around and say, does anybody get a good feel of where he came from or where he went? To all the plants.
No one.
including the flower.
Silence. They were able to perceive when it landed and when it took off. So.
Okay.
Did I just give my plants tremor sense? Is that canon? Yes, it is.
I mean, it helps. It says
makes
you can
sense.
question plants about events in the spell's area within the past day, gaining information about creatures that have passed, weather, and other circumstances.
Yep.
So, all right. With that in mind,
Moon.
what about? Okay, I bend down to the one flower, and I say, "So, how's the weather been?"
Kind of mucky.
Okay,
We
does
had a
that
hail hydrate. Thank you, Yame. Nah.
Okay, so same.
All right, what's everyone else doing while he's doing that?
Yeah.
How long do I have to focus on this? Oh, it's okay. Did he, Mentaroso, did the flower give you a description of the bird?
No.
Just large.
Flower said it was a big old bird.
Big old
You know, it was
bird.
yeah, and bigger than dusty old dragon bones over there.
Does that kind of feel like any of the big monsters that I felt when I communed with nature?
No.
No, okay.
And do
Start
I,
playing
as
20
a
questions.
do I know, as a member of the swamp, do I know of any just giant birds?
There are some
from
big
the
birds.
swamp?
Yeah, there are definitely some large birds. There's also some large bats that exist in this swamp, but none that would, on its own volition at least,
Right.
go and like plant a seed in a sanctuary dead center.
Okay. Then I'm going to ask the flower one more question, and that is, do you know what happened to the alligator that's dead over there? And do you know if there was a second one?
I'm not sure. The second one was carried off. The first one, I'm not sure. I think it was investigating the plant and trying to do something about it, and then it snatched him. But
What do you mean carried it off?
Something snatched him up and carried
By
him
the
off.
bird?
Not the same one. I don't know. It was something. It wasn't natural.
Okay, I take a deep breath and I say, "Thank you, flower, for all your help.
I did good.
You did real good, flower."
All right, cool.
And yeah, so you said earlier I didn't see any marks on the ground or anything.
No. Brady,
I was in.
back to you.
Yeah.
Not my apologies.
I asked. I didn't say.
I just want to make sure that everyone gets enough screen time.
Oh
anybody
yeah, I
else
had
wants to
asked
do anything.
earlier if there were tracks, and you said no.
Yeah.
That there were no tracks.
All right.
I was gonna investigate the bones.
Okay. You go down to the bones, and it looks like acid damage. Something held it here. You can see a few scrapes across the bones. This thing died slowly and painfully.
How long ago?
Maybe a little under 24 hours.
Under 24 hours, you say? Do I have that spell prepped? I don't think I do, unfortunately.
Oh.
I will check. I will double check though.
Oh, wait. Brady, you have Bell.
Yes.
Maybe Bell doesn't have revivication.
He. I can tell you what he has. Oh gosh, dang it. Hang on, I can tell you. Hang on.
Is it
No.
raised dead?
Spare
That
the
makes a
dying.
zombie.
Spare the dying and cure wounds.
That's fair. All right.
So it's Revivify that has the. Really? It's just a 3rd level spell?
Yeah.
Oh no, creature. That's just creatures that have died within the last minute.
Oh.
I don't think I have
Oh.
I don't think I have like resurrection yet,
Yeah, that is a higher
or
spell.
anything that like stops them from. Or I could have swore there was one that was like as long as it's been within 10 days, I can bring them back, but I don't recall what spell that is. And the stupid app won't tell me.
No
Says,
one
why
has
don't use
Speak
this
with the
app on my
Dead?
phone? Ugh. I do not know. See, I've got 2 people that normally when things die, they can get all the information they need. So if Fizbin stopped prepping Speak with the Dead.
Okay, yeah.
Menteroso, who was that? Do you know who that was?
I say no, and I say it kind of like quickly and angrily.
Okay.
Like I'm like visibly not as aloof as I usually am.
Okay.
A little bit more stern. And this is more of a question for the DM. So I come here often, the sanctuary.
Yeah.
Do I know what? I'm trying to think of like, what do I know as far as like creatures in the area, sentient creatures in the area that I have spoken to or that I know can speak, that maybe like large birds or dragons or anything nearby that kind of like also roam the area that I could ask questions to?
Of late, not many. A lot of the creatures have either become corrupt or are coming out of these mires as new and dangerous creatures. Beforehand, there would have been a couple of different creatures you would have been able to go up and talk to. But you'll have to go looking. There's also the village that you are familiar with. And if you're looking for leads, the crazy gargantuan tower things, the crazy gargantuan tree tower things are roaming about.
Okay. I would like to use my cat claws and climb a tree and look out to see like anything that nearby.
You scurry up the tree.
I did look it up. Raise Dead is the spell I was thinking of, but it does not restore like internal body organs, that kind of stuff. It's like missing a head. I can't like restore that. So
Gotcha.
I have to piece it back together, and I can't do that with bones.
Okay.
Okay, up at the top of the tree, I'm just looking around for either the giant, at the closest like giant tree, or any giant like flying creatures.
Okay. Okay. You see some carrion birds over a small pillar of smoke, roughly a mile westward. You also see the 5 gargantuan trees. Make a history check for me.
Can't be having me check knowledge stuff. 3.
3? Never mind.
While he does that, can I bury the bones?
Sure.
Oh yeah, we'll do a whole ritual of it.
There you go. While they're burying the bones, can I do locate animals or plants on the rose bush and see if there are any other of those plants within 5 miles?
Sure. You find some of the charred remains and you pick it up and you start the ritual of casting that spell. You can find a few more actually, and they're all kind of evenly spread out. And you think that it might be other sanctuaries that have been corrupted.
Guys, it looks like there's more of these at other sanctuaries.
Almost as if Harmony's magic was unaffected by the corruption of the swamp. As well. And assumedly Makuta had to like do something about that, and this was his response.
Can you rephrase that? My brain didn't understand that.
Sure. these sanctuaries have magic that keeps them whole and
Right.
protected. That's Harmony's magic.
Okay.
And that magic was so powerful that the corruption of the swamp was not powerful enough to affect these sanctuaries. So, assumedly, Makuta had to go and
Oh.
manually do something about
Do
that.
something. Okay. Can I sprinkle golden dandelion seeds all around the circle of the sanctuary, please?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks. A little more discreet than that.
She's salt baying around the.
Yeah.
Okay, so I drop down from the tree
Okay.
and I start heading west towards the fire.
You're gonna leave the party?
And I was gonna turn around to the party before I
Oh,
left,
okay.
and I'm gonna say either you're coming with me this way or you're staying here and figuring your own way out of the swamp.
Oh, we'll gladly come with you. Would you like to
Yeah.
say some? Would you like to say some words before we end this ritual for the lost soul?
It looks like
Uh,
they're giving your gator friend a proper burial.
No. And then I turn around and I walk off into the swamp westward towards the fire.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a dandelion from my
I was just
crown.
about to say.
I'm gonna put it on the grave, and then I'm gonna chase after him
Okay.
to do a quick whispered conversation before the group catches up.
Okay.
Brady will follow lead and put one of her flowers on the grave as well. But not rush over.
Fizbin, you finish up your ceremony.
Feels bad
ritual.
for not having a flower.
I have an ear
It's
to
like
really.
confused and kind of like picks up the flower that Brady put and just sets it back down in a different spot.
I was gonna say you picked the flower that Mintroso was talking
was
to. No, I'm just
talking
kidding.
Too far away, but I will step on it on my way out.
Okay.
Oh.
I thought he was gonna take one out of my hair. I was gonna be like, hey.
All right, Tara, you catch up to Mintroso.
Real quick. So right as the last member of the party leaves the alligator, and right before I walk out of range, I cast spike growth just around the body of the alligator.
Okay. Thranduin,
it's-
as you and Fizbin are kind of walking out to follow the rest of the party, you watch as these spikes grow up and around where the ritual just took place.
And then they disappear.
Okay. And then you get out of
I'll catch up to Mentaroso and I'll just kind of walk beside him, not really looking at him, but looking forward and just being like, I can find them. Just takes a second. Within
Find
5
who?
miles. You know who. I'm your Aunt Flo. Come on.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Do you want me to find them or not?
I just kind of like walk faster away from her.
She is very fast.
I'm very fast. He's also very fast. We're both very
I am
fast.
also
She just
very
tree
fast.
strides.
Yeah.
He just pops up about trees. Just like,
Tree
hey,
strides.
but I
So-
can
so,
find, but I can.
Mintroso, you just kind of start picking up speed to run away from your problems, and she just keeps popping up, like just keeps popping up, and you run past her and she pops up again.
Guys, we're not that fast.
Yeah.
Why
so
are they moving so
the other three are actually left behind and lose sight of the two of them.
I'll stop because I don't want to get too far from them, but I stop and I do it anyways. I'm gonna locate animal because I know
Okay.
which one he's looking for. Well, actually, I don't know which one exactly, so I could be missing the wrong one. But it's I only need to describe or name a specific beast and then concentrate on it.
Okay. You discover that many gators have accumulated around this village that you know is nearby. And that seems odd in itself. Many natural gators.
Okay. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna hold on to that.
Okay. The party catches up to Terra.
Did he leave? Oh no.
I would like to say that I have slowed
Why?
down since Terra stopped jumping out at me.
Okay.
Why are we walking so fast?
Is there a monster? Should we all be ready?
The
You guys need to work
the people
out.
who walk so much are like, "Ah."
He's very clearly actually, I don't know, what, a 21, 23 strength or something,
Yeah,
but,
yeah,
but
yeah.
he's just very much faking it, but also milking it
Just
so
max
hard.
grump.
Max Guru.
I'm gonna make you carry this heavy armor if you keep this up.
Got a deal.
Also, why do I keep smelling dead fish everywhere we go? Is that a swamp thing?
Yeah.
No, that's just me.
No. You
Alright.
guys good to keep going, and I'll just keep walking towards the direction he was going.
At a normal pace
Yeah.
this time, please.
Where
All
are we
right.
going? Where is he leading us? Have we even discussed this?
Well, I know that we need to stop by the village, and is the village the way that we're going?
No.
No.
Are we going after a bird or
No,
something?
you'll need to go south. You're currently going west.
What are we going?
You're
Mentor,
he didn't tell you. He just took off.
Yeah, exactly.
So I have, like, as I'm walking away, every so often I plant an arrow just into the ground so they know.
Okay.
That I'm going that way.
And
So
But
we'll
I'm
be
also not
picking up
that
each
far ahead.
arrow.
Mintoroso,
Yeah.
you break into a small clearing, and you see the smoke, the vultures that have descended upon this carcass, just some dead person.
Person? Like
And-
human?
Yes. And you kind of pause and you look up at the birds that you want to speak to, and then you get the sense that someone's standing directly behind you. And you turn around, and there's a very, very large individual that has pants over his shoulders. Kind of like,
Naked guy!
yeah, naked guy.
God.
It's naked guy. And he's looking at you like,
Thank
Do I know Naked Guy? Is he a regular in the
you
swamp?
do not know
Oh.
naked guy. And he goes, you do this? And that's where we're going to pick up after the break. Be right back, friends. And also, we're doing a $100 giveaway if we get up to 100 viewers at the end of the stream. And that's the first thing they heard. Let me get the music back up. And the bonk. I said bonk. There we go. All right. Mintodoso, you didn't hear anything from this individual. You didn't hear him step or anything like that. If anything, you just felt like you know how you can feel when someone's staring at the back of your head, kind of a thing. You just
Yeah.
you know, the fur on the back of your head kind of stood up a little bit, and you turned around,
Yeah.
and you had to turn around and kind of. And he goes, "You did this."
No, I didn't do this, but I'm looking for the men who did, and what do you know? I find you here. So I think you should tell me what you know about this fire and this dead body.
You threatening me?
I would like to use Giant's Might.
Okay. So
I turn 16 feet tall,
okay. And he goes,
and I go, no, I'm not threatening you unless you give me a reason to threaten you.
"I think you threaten me."
Yankee, your talking is getting so good.
He's been working on it. He kind
So
of
wait, did Did Thranduin say that? Like, are they
No,
nearby
he's
now?
just doing a bit.
I
They're
don't
not
think
there
we've
yet.
caught up yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
So you
But we
did.
are surprised.
So
Yeah, I'm seeing this.
did
is
not do
right.
this, and he kind of
Common.
goes to step around you.
Okay. I step in front of him, and I say, all I
You like
know.
cut him off. Okay.
Yeah, I say all I know is that bad things are happening to my swamp, and I've never seen you here before. And
Mhm.
now things are burning down, people are dying, and you're here with no pants on the right way.
I am not seen unless want seen. I think you
also
threaten
not
me.
understood unless understood.
He's gonna go for your knees. Roll a strength check versus his strength check. He's gonna try to grapple you while you're double his height.
Hold on, I have. It gives me something. I have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
Okay.
Is this a saving throw or is it just a?
This is a check, not a saving throw.
Okay, okay, 6.
Oof. Really? At advantage? You rolled twice, take the highest?
I am not a strong person.
Okay.
I'm just very big
Needless to say,
when I do this.
he wraps he wraps both arms around one knee and just kicks out the other, and you go down, and he gets your knee up over his shoulder, and he's just leaning down on your chest. You are more or less pinned. You
Are
still
we
have
there
access.
yet?
We're gonna.
Yeah, are
where's
we there
Al-
yet?
Where's Albert during this?
Did we
You
feel the rumble from the fall?
you do feel the rumble from the fall. And you start hauling. Are you telling Albert to attack?
I'm just curious where he is. Like, is
He's
is he
right next
right
to you.
near me?
He was yeah, he successfully was not crushed.
Okay.
He did a little death roll.
Can I just have him like crawl up on my shoulder and go like eye to eye with this man who's on my chest now?
Sure. Yeah. And this is what everyone sees as they start running into the clearing is Denki grappling down 16-foot Minteroso. And then the gator.
Oh, everybody stop, Dinky! Dinky, that's a friend, that's a friend!
Oh! And he's gonna get up and kind of step off Minteroso and give Brady a big bear hug and go, friends.
Oh, yes. Friend. I thought
Friend?
we fixed the pant thing. I thought we fixed
I
that.
like.
They're great pants.
Friend?
Okay.
Mhm.
Friend.
Really?
Okay, so
He's gonna he doesn't make any noise when he walks, and reach over and go, apology, and reach out a hand to help you up.
I just grunt, ignore it, and I look at the party and I say, "You know this naked man?"
That is actually what we used to call him, yes, but his name is Dinky now.
Yes.
Okay, does Danky have a penchant for murdering people in a swamp and lighting their bodies on fire?
Sometime.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So again, I ask you, naked man,
Mhm.
what did you do to this body? And I like point.
Why repeat? Did not do this thing. I like to use hands.
This is true.
Yeah.
Fire
He's more of the snap the neck kind of guy.
messy. Less control. But hands. Good.
Hands good.
Okay. So let's believe for just a minute here that you didn't actually murder the dead body in the middle of the ring. What do you know, naked,
Danky.
danky
Danky.
man? I'm never gonna.
Just Dinky.
Ah!
You'll get there.
He has fire in here.
Yes.
Thanks. Yeah. Good job.
Sometimes it's a bit too much fire, but yes, he has the fire.
You got here before me. Catman.
Okay, I kind of look down and just like to the side, like slightly under my breath, just go, I do tend to do that.
Hmm. He goes and just, without seeming effort, just starts picking you up, putting you down on your feet.
Okay. Yeah, I can stand. I
It's a
kind of
cool
like
trick.
swat his hands away with like a finger. I can stand up. Don't touch me. It's not because you're naked. I'm cool with that. I don't have anything against that. It's just for other purpose. It's for other reasons
More
that I
comfortable.
don't want you to touch
Comfy.
me. I'm comfy, and I rip off my own pants.
Oh.
Look, we can all be comfy. Look,
Nice.
people don't
I'm
need
like-
They
hands in
don't.
the swamp.
I
I'm
try
less
once.
comfy. I'm less comfy
I'm-
now.
I try
I'm
once. They don't
uncomfortable.
like. I like
don't
you.
even wear pants.
I like you.
I just have fur.
He doesn't wear pants.
Contextual
He's
question.
also
I'm
just
also
fur.
very
Yeah.
large right now.
Yeah,
I am
yeah,
16
yeah.
feet tall.
Yeah, so he's
question. Context question. Where are the vultures to me?
Well, by now they've gone very high.
Okay, they're
they
just
haven't
way up
left
high.
their meal, but they're still circling up there. But after the altercation, they've retreated to higher altitudes.
Okay.
And Danny,
Later.
this you
Later.
have now met Menti. This is Menti.
Minty,
Yeah, hi. I kind of like bend down on one knee.
dinky.
I say, hey, I know we got off on the wrong start, but I was just messing with you. They have actually told me a whole lot about you, danky naked man, naked dakey. And actually, they came to me because they were trying to find you, so I took them to you.
You look for me, he says to Terra.
No, he's lying right now.
Oh.
Yeah, no, they asked me
He tends
to
to
bring
do
them
that.
to. No, you listen,
Bro,
woman.
we do not have the rapport
thing.
for you to expect us to lie for you. That's not how this
I
works.
don't
You
recall.
gotta try
I don't-
harder to
I don't
get
recall
our
us
good graces
telling
before
him
we just.
not to do that. I'm just saying.
And when he says woman, she's gonna be like Britty. Like, clearly you must have forgot my name. Britty.
He's gonna.
Okay, I see that this is not working, and I just kind of huff and stand up, and I think for a second. I go back down, and I say, "Have you met, Albert?"
Just now.
Albert has some questions for you, and then I just kind of wink at Albert.
He's gonna crouch down. Oh.
And while he's doing this, I'm gonna stand up, and can I do a perception check on the area to see if there's anything else around other than
Sure.
the dead body, the fire, and the. Okay, 21.
Ooh.
21.
Nice.
Nice. There is a now crushed backpack made of leathers.
By me?
Yeah.
Okay.
The fire has also been smothered. What was left of it.
So I landed in the dead body?
You landed on his backpack and fire. Like
Okay.
the smoking embers.
Oh, it was like a campfire.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought the guy
you
was
were
on
saying-
fire.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I
you were saying,
didn't
too.
clarify. That's fair. I would do something like that.
So there's just a regular dead man and then a regular campfire with a backpack in it.
Yeah. Sorry. That's on me.
I thought something crazier was happening. Okay.
Gotcha.
Do we think it's been about a minute since I've gone large?
Up until about this point, yeah.
Okay.
I
so
totally
I shrink.
forgot you were huge.
Yeah, I shrink back down to normal size now. Then,
Okay.
and I go to check the backpack.
Okay, you start going through the backpack. Danky
I
goes
want to
over.
kneel next to him
Okay.
while he looks through the backpack.
Danky is going to go over to Terra and go, I don't think Albert speak good. I like him though.
Yeah, no, Albert's great. You'll
Not
have
food?
To... Not food.
Oh.
No, not food.
I just kind of hear that and I yell, "No!" And I go
Hmm.
back to the backpack.
Danky, have you seen any large birds come down in some of the little sanctuary areas?
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen where they're coming from or where they're going?
I got
or-
one.
You got one? Can
Hmm.
you take? Yeah.
He leaves. Bring back.
Great. Okay, see you soon. Be safe.
Do we know the dead guy?
You do not, but you are able to ascertain that he is a native.
Anything in the
And-
bag?
Yes, a couple of food rations, a piece of monolith. Now, I want to point out why this is important.
We couldn't break it.
You couldn't
Right.
break it. And not for lack of trying. At one point, the people of Dragon's End started just loading up casks of black powder and tried to detonate one of them, and it didn't work. He's got seemingly a jagged chunk of monolith, and you can see the primordial writing over it, and a water skin.
Okay. Do I recognize the piece of monolith too?
Yeah, but yes, and the monolith.
I don't
was
know exactly what
always.
it is. But...
Yeah, it was always something kind of in the background, in the backdrop, in the landscape for you. There was always this really big rock, and you never really thought too much of it. You do recognize it. Brady also sees it as you pull it out and look at it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
It's a rock.
You know the? Do they float? What are they? Just big stones?
They're just really big rocks.
You know what this is too?
Yeah, we weren't able to do any damage to it, but clearly he got a whole chunk off.
Why would you attack the rock?
It's a rock.
It's
It's
a
not
long
just
story,
a rock.
okay?
No, that doesn't work.
You
just a
people! I want to shove the piece in my backpack and throw
Wait,
back into the backpack.
Wait, does anyone? Wait. Does anyone speak primordial? Were we able to read?
I do.
Was
Fizbin and Mintoroso are able to speak
Yeah.
primordial.
If it's a
Fizbin-
language, I speak it.
wait. What does the rock say?
Tara's like,
Just little hoofs.
Before I put it in my backpack, could I tell if there were actually words on it that I could read?
You'd have to take some time and really like study it for a bit.
Okay, I just go, "Ugh, I don't know how to read, okay? And I throw the backpack over my shoulder.
Okay,
Which-
Tara.
but you just
By the way,
said that you could.
Yeah, you said you read primordial.
Yeah, she asked. You said you could.
no, I don't think I said that.
No, I think you did.
Yeah.
Ah, what's that? And I just kind of point
No.
to somewhere random, and then I just kind of like run.
You're gonna-
No.
you're
Run
gonna
towards
ru-
the body.
I want
Towards the
to. I
body.
want to make a move to grab the backpack.
Okay, that will
Before he
be
can
a
take
sleight
off.
of hand versus
God.
his versus his what?
Perception?
No.
Speed.
I'm gonna
No.
say athletics.
Or maybe acrobatics to dodge it.
Acrobatics. Yeah, acrobatics, thank you.
Okay. 23 on the acrobatics check.
Whoa.
23.
Oh
Whoa.
dang.
Beats it.
So, do we roll again, or?
Meets it,
I
beats
don't know
it.
what the rule is.
So I believe she manages to swipe the bag off of you.
I'm gonna take the rock out and toss it to Fizbin. Fizbin, and then
Fizbin.
take the
As a-
bag.
Ha!
As
Or
I'm
like
staring
monkey
at
in
the
the
bottom.
middle, like miss it.
Take the bag
Staring
and
at the
like
body,
with
it
a
just
little
hits me in the
like-
face.
with a little more force, like
Like a
throw
game
it
of
back
monkey
to
in the middle.
him
That's
and
what
be
I
like,
just said.
"Hey,
Oh, you did.
we're working together right now. Remember that." And then I'm also gonna hand him the arrows that he was leaving behind and give him back his arrows.
Mm.
I'm gonna take these. But if you guys never stopped me in the forest, then I probably would have gotten back to the sanctuary in time to find out what was going on. So, are we working together? I don't know. And then I turn around and I face the dead body.
we are.
This guy might know what happened. Pointing at the dead
May I
guy.
ask him?
I mean, if
yeah,
you've got
so-
another one of those expensive shiny rocks, I might be able to. I mean, okay, first off, he's just dead, right? He's actually put together,
He is dead, yes.
but he's actually
yeah,
put
he's
together.
more or less whole.
If I were to cast Raise Dead on him, it would work.
Likely.
Does this work?
If we had a really shiny stone, meta
Do-
saying worth 500 gold points worth of gem, then
This one?
maybe.
She's been collecting gems worth for her entire
okay.
life,
Her
so
whole
it's
life,
probably
right?
it's probably safe to say that it cost
This
her a
one?
good chunk. But yeah,
Cost you
Fizz
about
been just-
500
Fizz
gold.
been kind of like Peter's off as she kind of surpasses that 500 gold limit and then some. And she just keeps
Do-
pulling out like diamonds and
Sticks out, like,
emeralds and quartz.
two-
and-
I'll
a
mark it off
diamond
of
and
my
a quart.
stuff.
Just
Before he does
Mr.
raise
Ware.
dead, do I recognize him from any of like? He's a native, so I'm sure I've seen like him or like something on him that like tells me. like,
you don't
maybe what
recognize him
village he's from or-
personally.
Right.
He is likely from the village though.
Okay.
Same attire, same kind of bone and leather armors, and
Sure.
you can see a spear, probably tipped with a poison. Off to like a little, like a couple feet away, you can see his spear. He appears to have been shot through the eye.
with like a jagged thing, a smooth.
A crossbow
bad is
bolt.
the crossbow? Is the crossbow bolt still sticking out of his eye?
No.
I'd
Implying
probably
someone
take it out
recovered
anyway,
it.
so, yeah. Oh, good. I can do this, but it'll take some time. Do we want to attempt this?
What
Does
time
anyone
of day
speak
is
to the
it?
natives?
It is midday.
I'm
From
waiting
what
on
little I know of
Dinky
them,
I'm waiting on Dinky to come back so we have some time. He caught one of those bird things.
Should we take like a short rest then?
it's going to take me an hour to cast the spell.
So is that what a
So
short rest
we
is?
can take a short rest while
You can
cast the
take a
spell?
short rest.
Do I know what he's doing right now?
I'm not sure.
Not entirely yet. This is why I'm asking the party. Do we want to do this? Also, from what little I know of the natives, does anyone know how to speak to a native?
I'm
I
gonna
just get a
look
devious
at Mint.
grin.
Yeah. I think I know someone who does.
I think
Yeah.
Terra can as well.
Ooh.
What language do they speak?
They speak a different version of common.
And or giant if you're a shaman.
Yeah, I was gonna say whatever.
I
you
Or
also
guys
one of the
think.
shaman
I
speakers
also
or
speak
something.
giant.
Nice.
Depending on how high up they are. I think the peons don't or something. I don't remember.
I would just like to giggle. So, I know how to do a lot more than just talk to him.
Does anyone else know how to talk to them?
Tara, have you ever spoken to the other people?
Oh my
who
god,
have
that's how we
always
get
lived here?
Goliaths. Anyway. Janky's looking at you like, Dad?
I've never really spoken to too many of them, but I've been around enough to pick up some of the language. I try to avoid them whenever I can.
Fair enough.
Um,
All right, I can do this.
how much-
But
Do we? So is Tara the only person that knows that Denki is going to get a big bird right now? Nobody
I just
else knows
told
that?
you all.
Oh, you
I
did.
said we
Okay.
have to wait for Danky because he caught one of those big birds. I said that when he asked if we have time to wait.
that's right.
Trying to see, don't I, as a bard, have something that when we do a short rest? Oh yeah, Song of Rest. Here you go.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's for hit points. Is anyone hurt?
I think
Yeah.
A
I think
little.
Minty has like
Oh.
-6 hit
Me
points.
and Albert.
Then yeah,
I
I'll
have way more than -6, but I'll be okay.
Okay.
Well, it's a 1d8. Each of those
Which-
creatures
yeah.
regain an extra 1d8
Okay,
hit
so-
points.
The Dragonborn, the cleric, begins to perform his ritual over the corpse. Brady sits down with one of her instruments and begins casting Song of Rest. Minty, what you doing? You said you wanted to do something.
Okay, so I'm just kind of like frantic at this point. I'm looking out at the dead body. I'm looking up into the woods where Denki went to. I'm looking back. I'm looking in the direction of the village that I know.
Mm-hmm.
And then I look down at Albert and I say, what you think, bud? Do we stay here or do we go to the village where this guy came from? I can understand a little bit. Like I can understand. Like I don't really get like full sentences or words from him, but I understand.
Because it's your
his
like
feelings
bonded
and stuff. Yeah.
familiar. Oh, interesting. Oh,
Yeah.
that's good
So
to
that's
know.
up to you, DM. Whatever
Yeah.
feelings he has.
Let's make this. Albert is very excited at the idea of a very large bird being brought to him soon.
Okay, I say, me too, buddy.
He
and then
also
I go and
senses
step-
that you're distressed to a certain degree, and it kind of just does the whole mohawk thing. Kind of. Yeah. And just kind of.
Okay, so I say, thanks, buddy. And then I take out my 4 hunting traps and put them in strategic locations around the area.
Okay.
And then I slink down up against a tree, take a nap. Take a cat nap.
Yeah. Albert snores softly. All right, everyone gets a D8 hit points back. Gets a D8 of hit points back.
Except for me. I'm not
Except for the poor dragonborn that's got to work in his off time. You finish up your
It's okay,
ritual.
it's just a 5th level spell.
What's your ritual look like?
Oh, that's a good question. Let me pull this up. It just costs the diamond, so it doesn't give me any other specification.
Yeah, it's more of a flavor thing.
So
By the way, I do think you also get hit points back.
Wait. Yeah, we get
Do I
hit
have
points
to
back
be-
from a short rest, but how does that
I mean,
work?
I'm at.
She's
I'm at
casting
max
it.
HP anyway.
She's doing a bard thing that gets an additional D8 hit points back. It's called Song of
Is it
Rest.
only for people that are
Yes.
resting?
It doesn't say. It says at the end of the short rest, but it also says if you or any friendly creatures can hear your performance.
But it's still at the end of the short rest.
End of the
Okay.
short rest.
You have
Okay.
to be using a D8 or one of your hit dice, right? And it gets an additional, or is it just a flat D8 regardless?
Extra.
Okay.
An extra D.
So you have to be using a heal.
Okay.
So I'm looking at the short rest feature on D&D Beyond, and there's just like a bunch of unchecked boxes. And do I click any of them?
That's how many. If you want to use any
You
of
get
those
it.
dice to get HP back. That's how many D8s you
So
will roll. at the end
one
for
hour
a short
goes
rest.
by,
Okay, so I would just get the 1d8 from
right?
for
And
D.
then yeah,
So I get all
And
of
then-
these per long rest. So every
yeah.
time I take a
You
short
just
rest,
go.
I
You
to
just get
roll.
full
Okay.
reset per long rest.
Yeah, because you can have
Okay.
multiple short rests before a long rest, but for every long rest or for
Sure.
every during a short rest, you have 12. We're level 12, right? Yeah, you have 12 D8s to use during those short rests to recover HP.
Okay, so well, yeah, then I just won't, since Perdue is doing it.
Okay.
Fair enough.
The hour ends.
Yeah, I'll roll the d8 then.
George.
It's gonna be a little darker than we thought. She's gonna be finding muddy stones and bark that has been burned and withered and so forth, because that's pretty much everything that he can use in this area. And he's going to sort of take this diamond, and as he's casting the spell, the diamond almost like kind of melts into this like circle that's around this creature, and any form of life that like barely clung to like the leaves or the grass or anything that was even like already dead, it's almost like the area withers even further. As
Okay.
it just sucks even more life from like the soil and so forth, and then just kind of bleeds itself into this creature, and this it's almost like a sludge like underneath him, and then somehow disappears, and the creature's body starts to kind of bloat up a little bit more, and color starts to come back into his
Okay.
eyes as he awakes. Well, his eye anyway. And he wakes up with 1 HP and a -4 on everything for the next like week.
Para and Minty, you both hear him just go, water.
I'll offer him some water, normal water.
Does Brady still have the backpack?
The backpack was flung back to you. She has
Yeah.
the stone.
Okay, so I'll toss him his own water.
Oh, okay. I'll take my water back.
Is he saying this in our common?
No.
No.
Okay.
Minty and
Oh.
Tara can understand him.
Mm-hmm.
It's primordial?
No. It's
No.
just a variant common.
Oh, okay.
He reaches for Tara's water, gets hit with the other water bottle, and takes his water bottle and takes her water bottle.
Ah,
I'm going to grab it as he goes to drink it.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
Hello. I'll just translate.
We have questions for you.
We have questions for you.
What happened?
What happened is what he said.
We were hoping that you could tell us.
We were hoping you would know.
Raided the tree to try to stop what was happening.
They raided a tree to try and stop what was happening.
Do we know what that means?
What tree?
Isn't moving around Harmony's monolith.
Where?
He points off in a direction.
Make sure you ask how he broke off a piece.
Okay. He said there was a big tree back over that way by the monolith. How did you, and I'll gesture to the piece that Birdie is holding, how did you break that off?
It's awakened it in some way. It is.
He said it's moved, awakened, and flying. We don't
I'll let
understand
him
what
know.
that means.
I stole this piece.
He says he stole it.
From who?
We'll let him
Did you
drink the
steal it?
water.
Oh. Thanks. No.
Gee, thank you.
Thank you very much. No, he
Did
drinks
you-
a bunch of it, but does have the wherewithal to not drink all of it too fast. And he kind of pulls himself up and looks around.
You stole it from somebody or just from the area?
Invaders.
It says invaders.
Ooh, oh.
He says you all.
My devotee sensor will come out, and then the incense.
Was one of the invaders a dwarf? Or not, right? A dwarf?
He seems to be
Or-
referencing the non-natives in the party. He realizes that he is surrounded by the invaders.
Gotcha. I just didn't know if it was specifically Drogar.
Dwarves, small folk, long dead. No dwarves.
Okay. Doesn't sound like it was Drogar, but it sounds like it was people from the Endeavor.
Like him. He points at Fizbin.
Oh, he says like you.
One other,
And one other.
also invader.
That looks like him?
Him. He points to the half-elf drow. And Brady.
Oh, no.
But very old. He takes a light sip of water.
But an old elf.
What was Sobos?
Sovas was an old elf.
So Shovas and
Does Terra
I
know what
just heard
Sovas looks like?
Giant tree, old elf. I'm just figuring the stories you told me about Sovas.
If they don't know, then Brady would have described what he looked like in more detail. Can you guys confirm?
As Terra translates. Hail hydrate. Thank you, chat.
I actually have both my water and my coffee here this time, so I can actually do the hydrating part.
So you can hydrate and dehydrate.
oh, I guess I didn't.
Nice.
He like looks around for his spear. Seeing it, he's gonna try to get up. Can't get up.
Yeah, just rest, bud.
Okay, so up to this point, I've still been sitting against the tree, but
Mhm.
I've heard him in regular tongue. He knows who did this.
Yeah, so he's basically describing a creature like Fizbin and a
Sure.
creature like
Mhm.
the elves, but older.
Right. Okay, so at this point, I get up. I have been crying. There are still tears coming out of my eyes, and I very angrily run up to the undead man, and I say, "Where did they come from?"
He's gonna look at you and go,
I produce flame, and I say, "Tell your god where they came from."
"It's the devil.
Excuse me?
It's the devil. You work with the devil." And he's gonna start trying to like crawl away. The devil.
I'm gonna place a foot on his clothing.
One foot.
Okay, I tell him in Infernal, "You better start speaking now," in like the most gravelly, raspy voice
He's just
that I
gonna
have.
start. He's just gonna shrink down in fear.
Have you ever considered becoming an inquisitor?
Okay, so I go, "Listen, buddy," in his speech now. "If you don't tell me where they're going, I already have someone on the way to your village. But you tell me everything you know, and I'll stop them before they get there."
Roll persuasion or
Is that
deception.
deception?
Yeah, deception. What's your plus on deception?
It's an advantage and +9.
Whoa.
Okay, 20. Dirty.
20. What was the question?
Tell me, I think the main question was, where did they come from, or where did they go?
Where did they come from, Cotton Eye
Cotton
Joe?
Eye
Mentiroso.
Where did they come from, Mentiroso?
Yeah.
I like that. That's good.
Some of our people went missing. They came back. Returned. We were so happy. He looks up at one of the nearby looming gargantuan trees. They turned into that.
Like the giants. That were all grotesque.
So he's saying that the people that went missing from his village turned into giant trees
After they came back.
after they
Yeah,
came back.
haven't.
And this
Hasn't
is...
hap-
Sounds like the
Sorry,
experiment.
go ahead, Terry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Sorry.
No, you're good.
So I am not translating this, by the way.
What Tara has
That's okay.
said that
I'm
she
I'm
is.
Okay.
translating all of
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
So, okay, I just press him for more information. How
led-
long were they there? How long were they gone?
They moved one of the trees. Went to Harmony's monolith and began growing around it. And we love Harmony. Whatever they're doing to it, we could not stand for, and we gathered our warriors and marched on the tree. 30 of us, maybe 40. We couldn't even get inside the tree. And the monolith was floating in many pieces, becoming different shapes.
Was
People
it a dragon leaf?
Similar,
Okay.
but wrong.
Okay, I say you still haven't told me where the two people went or where they came from.
The tree. I don't know.
Did they kill
4
you?
trees. Yes. Insight check.
On me?
Yeah. And Tara.
25.
8.
He doesn't know who killed him. But if he can sick the devil of their village, whom they put out like holiday-esque, like
Figures.
food and figures and,
Oh.
and stuff for, if he can sick the devil of their village on it, he's gonna try, which he is trying to do now.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't know who shot him.
Okay. At this point, I kind of just grab him. I'm less angry at this point.
He's got one
Still
hit
crying.
point. He's got one hit point. Be careful.
I'm not hurting him.
Okay.
I'm just grabbing his collar.
It's
And I know,
cringing.
I say, you know who I am. You know what I can do. Tell me where they are, and I will take care of them.
He's gonna look you in the eye for the first time. And point off in a direction that you know where the monolith was.
So I don't know if I would call it a monolith. I'm kind of dumb.
It's a big rock with writing on it.
The big book rock.
Well, you know what books are.
Yeah, they've been kindling.
I turn around to the rest of them, to the party, and I say, "Are we done with him?" I'm gonna go one by one. So I'm gonna start with Tara because I like her the most.
Look at the character
Huh?
development there.
Hey.
And I
Yeah.
say in variants, in like common variant. I say
Uh-huh.
anything else for this guy.
I don't think so.
Okay, and then I go to the dragon man, and I say in Draconic. Do you have any more questions for him?
No, you seriously, you should really consider becoming an Inquisitor. That was very well done. I don't have any questions, but if you want to talk about vengeance, that's the guy you should talk to, pointing at Thranduin.
Okay, and I look over to Thranduin, and I say in Elvish, the dragon man speaks of vengeance and points at you.
Sorry, for what?
So Mintoroso is looking for vengeance for his swamp, essentially, and Fizbin has declared that you are quite proficient and know all about getting vengeance.
At this point, you guys have seen me go through denial, anger, bargaining, and depression. So I still have tears in my eyes, and I look at you and I ask about vengeance.
And he's
in
just
your native
dragging
tongue.
the native
And
with
I'm just
him.
holding an almost dead, like an undead body in my hand with
he's
fire in
alive.
my other hand.
I just want to say one thing before you kill him, that's all. I'll say in variant.
He just goes,
I'm still looking at Thranduin.
And this guy's responsible for,
No.
or just Sobos, right?
Sovas and
He's just
Makuta are manipulating the monolith inside one of Sovas's mutated humanoid tree things, which he was doing with his experiments.
This guy basically just pointed at where the vengeance should go.
Okay. So
We have our heading. Here we go.
Thranduin just kind of smiles a little bit too eagerly at the idea of vengeance. Yeah, we can get vengeance. He just cracks his knuckles.
Okay, an evil smile goes across my face, and then I look back at the guy, and I'm about to throw the fire at him.
Oh, you missed Brady.
Just enough. Well, I skipped her because George pointed me towards vengeance.
It's
No,
fine.
I've completely forgotten.
What's
that there are
Brigitte
other
gonna
people.
do?
And right before I throw the fireball at this barely breathing undead person, I say, go back to the village, get a house ready for me, tell them I'm coming. And then I just kind of like toss his dead body towards the direction of the village.
He
He's alive.
lands. Yeah, he's alive.
Yeah,
he lands
he's
on the
alive.
ground and looks about, picks up his spear, and just starts hauling into
And
the
I yell,
woods.
run in Infernal.
Starts running faster. Just
I wonder
tripping
if
over
he's gonna
stuff. He's
make
got
it
one
on
eye.
hit point.
Don't know.
I'll healing word him on the way out.
Yeah, I was gonna say so much.
Go get him.
I just picture the healing word like slamming into his back. He's running, he just like into the mud and then stands up and run, keeps going.
6 HP. There you go, buddy.
Can you imagine that though? He comes into the town like, devil! Please kill him! I'm scared.
So what was that about you being the devil? What's that about?
Yeah, let's unpack that for a minute, Ben. That fun idea we came up with.
So I slowly turn towards the group and just giggle, and I wipe away the tears that I have had. And I say, do you really want to know, or do you just want to go see what they've got for us?
I believe I asked a question for a reason, so yes.
Home.
He is not having it today.
I know, she got spice.
He's already kind of like
So-
getting on her bad side a little bit with the way he keeps like running off, and it's dangerous, and she doesn't want her whole group being in danger because someone's reckless.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good point.
We don't have the time for me to tell you everything, but at some point I may or may not have convinced this entire group of people that I am the actual devil.
There's a small village, the one that Tara knows about. It's probably only 100, maybe 150 people in it. And
Natives, right?
yeah, natives, and very removed from the rest of the natives. Being the massive mountain range kind of dividing this side and the side of the native territory. Every fall season, he's taken it upon himself to be very mischievous and sometimes outright vile to
I am the reason they celebrate Halloween.
basically. And now there's a whole, he goes on to talk about if with your say so, Ben, he goes on to talk about how there's a legit like festival-esque time of the year where they like put food out for him because they know he's coming, and they'll like make statues of alligators and stuff like that, like totems, and they just and there's a couple of other just just a small cultural change. Then they just know that there's like kind of like Tarzan, where they were like, but there's this one thing out there that we have to appease because he burns things and he just leaves just bad things over the years and years and years.
I finished this by just going, it's honestly kind of a good time.
That's brilliant.
Fizman looks
I
at the
love
rest of the group and
that.
goes,
And goes, do you all not feel as special anymore since we all have statues now except for me?
Hey,
Do y'all feel special? Do y'all feel less special?
I don't have one either.
I can make them build you some.
Wait, you can?
Oh, I can make
No,
them do
wait,
a lot.
He can try. He's never actually
far
made
as they
contact
know.
and like talked to them before. He's always just kind of inflicted omens on them and then watched them from a distance just freak out.
As far as they know,
He's
they're
basically-
about to get a message from a person who had previously died and is missing half of his face that
Saying
I'm
that
on
he's
my way.
The cat.
They'll build you a statue.
As we're traveling, I would love to hear some of the stories of some of the pranks and stuff you have done. That sounds amazing.
Oh, I have something I'm gonna leave them behind right before we leave this time.
And so the party picks themselves up and begins heading. Oh, I'm sorry, real quick. As Ben says that. Sorry, as Mint says that. You hear a.
It's still alive?
Danky comes into the clearing, just dragging by the throat this very large, like an actual large-sized, essentially chicken, and just who's like hog-tied, just bird.
Is it
Good
bigger
job.
than?
It's
Then,
large
this
sized,
big?
which means it's
It's up to 16 feet tall.
yeah, it's a big bird. He's just dragging
So
it.
It's definitely bigger than.
Fistbin.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, for
Am
sure.
Can I do a perception check to see if I'm perceiving any sort of like sentience, or is it if it's just like a regular chicken?
Yeah, make a
It's a really big
nature
chicken.
check.
Nature
You
check.
should sniff him. See if you smell gator on him.
A 17 on the nature check.
17 on the nature check. This is definitely an enhanced creature in some way, and not native to the swamp at all. I don't think anyone's seen this creature yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I look at Danky and I say, Where get bird?
Bird. Excuse me. Oh my goodness.
That's in character.
Just
If it's
bird. Came to green circle place. Make it bad circle place. So I hunt. Came to another circle place. And I grabbed.
You
tied it up.
saw big bird make big circle bad?
I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna boop it with my staff.
Bonk. Is that animal friendship or speak with animals? What are we doing?
Speak with animals. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, because you're doing bad shit, who's your owner? Oh, yeah, it's one of Makuto's. No.
And Albert comes up. Chicken.
So I would like to look at the party and just kind of get like an unspoken like check on how they're feeling about this thing. Just like kind of make eye contact.
It's not a vibe.
Not a
disturbed.
yeah. Okay.
You look at Fizbin, and Fizbin out loud goes, This happens pretty often. I don't know what's going on."
Well, I'm
Okay.
gonna guess if we wanted to.
Wait,
would
does it
take
know
us
where
back to
Makuta is?
Makuto Exactly.
Everyone's kind of on the same
Same-
wavelength, Dave.
yeah,
you notice?
wavelength.
That's like the fourth
I
time.
was not.
No, that's fair.
Where
That's
is
on
Makuto?
South.
South. If we release you, will you take us to him?
Is it lying?
Can I insight on a
Yeah,
chicken?
absolutely. Sure.
I'm gonna
On
also
a
throw
chicken?
an insight on that.
You're not hearing any of this.
What?
It's
Oh.
in Speak with Animals.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I was saying that out of character.
I got a 13.
13. Probably not.
Probably not. It's not
But-
gonna take it, but
It'll probably flee that way.
yeah, it might make us close to like the general direction.
Do we have some rope? Can we make like a harness?
It's currently
For the
hogtied. Like
chicken?
its
Yeah, it's
wings
currently
and
tied
legs
up.
are like
Okay.
around one solid
Yeah.
knotting.
I'd say if we want to go check out the village, see what's going on there, if we want to, and then we can have Danky watch over the chicken, and then we can come back and try and follow the chicken. I also kind of want to see what's going on with the monolith.
Kinda
Yeah.
wanted
Are
Sounds
you-
super weird.
I kinda wanted to eat it, but okay.
Are you-
After.
Albert's like.
In a little bit.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Well,
What's wrong?
did you-
What's wrong with the monolith?
It's in a giant tree, broken apart and creating
Floating.
weird shapes and floating.
Shapes and colors.
I thought we weren't able to destroy that.
We weren't.
Correct.
We weren't. The guy.
He hasn't seen the monolith piece yet, which is why he's confused.
Oh my
I
god.
threw it at you.
Well,
at
I
one point.
pointed at it.
The undead guy.
He was
also
staring at the
explained
dead
all of
creature
it.
the whole time.
Oh, gotcha.
Birdie, are you pulling it out?
Well, yeah, I had thrown it at him, but yes,
He
we'll
did,
say I
she
had
did
it.
throw
Oh
it
yeah,
at
yeah,
him.
yeah,
No, you
yeah,
threw
yeah.
the
Before
backpack
he
at
started.
us.
No,
I
the-
threw the backpack at Mentaroso,
Me.
and I threw the monolith piece at you.
just a
'cause you couldn't read it.
miscommunication.
Oh yeah, I did not hear any of it. No one
Yeah,
told me
'cause-
that I had the piece.
That's
Because
okay.
you're like the only
Yeah, you
one who
have
could
it.
read it.
I heard that you took the piece, and then after that, I did not hear any of it.
No
after
worries.
that.
So she pulls it
You
out
can
now.
say I
Let's
picked
say.
it up when you were doing your ritual, so.
You're like, well, he didn't
So she
notice.
presents it to
It's really
You
Fizman
throw
now.
it, it goes right in front of you.
No strength.
Bonk.
Still working on the ritual.
What did I say about interrupting me?
Trips on the rock.
Bonk, stop.
Okay.
What was the question? What was about the rock?
So-
Here's the rock.
what does the
Jake, you
rock
have
say?
10 temp HP.
Yes.
Thank you, chat.
Yeah, what does the rock say?
What does a rock say?
Oh, don't do that. It'll be stuck in my
Do
head
it.
forever.
Grumble.
It says ring.
You're
ring, 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 ring. No.
Sad.
Okay, so you pull it out and you hand it to Fizban. Fizban, you take this monolithic piece. And it is a couple different words on there. One is looks like it mostly says, because again it's broken off, shift. Another one says bite. Another part says break. But to your surprise, not just the face of it has writing on it. And as you kind of turn it around to the other side, you can see bits and pieces of more writing. And in some cases as if it was written through sideways. So you're only seeing like what would be essentially a single indentation of a line of a word. If that makes any sense. Like it's just convoluted, and writing is in every direction through this broken rock. You do get another half a word and it just says it.
This
What are
means
all the
nothing.
words?
Shift, bite,
Right?
break, and
Break
it.
and it.
It.
Says we need
while-
to kick in a door.
No, I doubt that's what that means.
We can still do that though. I don't
Ah,
need a
now
rock to
there's
tell me
two
to
of
kick in a
them.
door.
Oh god, there's two door breakers.
I'm
No.
so good at it.
While Fizbin is kind of like reading about that, can I like lean in to Terra and just whisper, ask it about the alligators?
Have you seen where the what's happened to the alligators? Says it hasn't seen gators, but and I make sure my voice is low. But I do know most of them are at the village.
Okay, my ears kind of like prick up at that. Not for any, just because of emotion, not because of like,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't have big floppy ears. They're like tiny
No, you're a
pointed
cat.
ears, but they still just kind of like point.
They can still
up a
like,
little bit.
yeah, they can
Yeah.
still do a thing.
Was there a second bird?
Well, are there more of you, or is it just you? How many?
I don't know if a chicken would be able to do numbers, but he
There's like a flock of them.
Okay, if I were to tell Tara something to say to the chicken, would that be her deception or my deception check?
her deception check.
Mine.
Yeah.
But you
She's
can
the
give her
Tara
advantage with the
speaking.
help action.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ben, sorry, Jake couldn't hear that. What's up?
It would him giving her the words to say be the help action.
Yeah.
And then also my facial features afterwards. Okay, so I look at Tara and I say, tell it, we're friends of Makuta, and we know your flock has been captured. We want to save it, but we don't know where your flock is.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. I'm Tara. I'm friends with Makuto. We helped all of this go down. What's happening? We know that your flock's been captured, but we need to know where they are and we can help them.
Make that deception check.
Yeah.
At advantage,
At
I
advantage.
got the advantage.
please.
I got the advantage.
No, I'm just saying, please, let's roll high, not like do
Let
it.
it work. Let it work.
He's
let
like,
it work.
let's go.
16 on a chicken. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Uh-huh, yep. I too was there.
Yeah.
And it seems to get very angry.
Why is it screeching? Is it dying?
Wow, it's fine. Calm down. Calm down.
I still have the fire in my hand, and I say, we can help.
I'm like destroying my nasal cavity somehow. Just one of them. Just.
Right. Sounds like it'll help us.
Looks up at his captor, who's this whole time just been holding him by the throat, just nodding along like he's pretending to know what everyone's saying. He's like,
Yeah,
I
that's
look at Tara. I kind of lean in. What did it scream?
Yeah, it said it will help, just not dinky.
With the well, I was kind of hoping. I was kind of hoping the naked guy wouldn't come along anyway. So
I am
just tell it we don't know him.
help. I am big help.
You
Yes,
are.
you are,
Thank
Dinky.
you.
We love you.
Big ears too. You did not. I did not say that loud.
He's right
He's
there.
right to us. We're next to the
I'm looking
chicken.
directly into his eyes. I don't know how you can hear me. This is.
Big brain. Me.
Yeah,
Just
big
moves the
brain.
whole chicken head while he does that.
He's like clunking into a chicken head.
Yeah, so I asked Tara, is like, okay, so Ask it where the flock is and tell it we'll get rid of the naked man.
But you
and go
told
save
you
it.
told the flock. You told him that the flock's been captured and taken somewhere, so he doesn't know where the flock is.
He doesn't know where it
No,
is.
I just said they've been captured, not
Right.
taken anywhere.
Right. Oh
Okay,
well.
so tell him.
We just need to go to Makuto.
Yeah, tell the chicken. If the chicken can point us where the flock should be, or where Makuta
This is
is,
just
then we
Makuta,
can
yeah.
go from there.
He said Makuta is south. He's not going to be able to
Southwest. Southwest.
know.
Yes.
Southwest.
Can we get any more specifics from it, like landmarks?
I already tried asking it.
Oh.
Do you? It would just lead us there. Later.
As long as Denki doesn't come with.
Denki doesn't kill it.
Yeah, as
Yeah.
long as Stinky doesn't come with.
And this is a how many of us could fit on the back of this chicken?
It's a huge.
2 comfortably.
And then I can turn into a big horse.
Can you fly yet?
I can fly.
Yeah.
I guess I can be an eagle.
Can you be a giant eagle? Because that
I
might
can.
be the whole party.
I think I can, yeah.
If you, I would say you also might have to polymorph one other.
Yeah, probably.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Oh
one,
no,
two.
that's
No, I
a
can
party
carry
of 4.
two.
Yeah. 2 of you could, you and the chicken could
Yeah,
get to flapping.
but I don't know
Okay.
if we want to confront Makuto just yet.
I kind of have a one-track mind about the alligator thing.
To the village then?
I'll look at the chicken and I'll say, "Can you stay with us? We have to do a couple more things for Makuto, and then we'll go to Makuto. You can take us with us."
And save the flock.
For the flock. Okay. Danky, you can let it go. I'm sorry, bud.
Let
No
go,
chicken.
it make bad circle.
I know.
Yeah,
but
how
it's-
did it do that?
The party knows that it used a seed. It would plant a seed.
We should, not now, but we should ask where he got the seed.
Probably from Makuto.
Or Sobos, too.
Or
You might know where
Sobos.
Sobos is.
Yeah.
I tell Tara, let the chicken know that Makuta said I have to ride it while we're together.
Let's go.
Say it. Tell the.
Danky, you can let go of the chicken.
Why are we letting the chicken live? Can't we just eat it?
It's friends with us now. It's gonna take us to Makuto, guys.
He lets go,
Is it
and the
friend
chicken tries
alone?
to like pecks him once, and he baps it, and then he breaks the ropes off, and he gets up.
Oh, I thought you were gonna be like, breaks his neck.
Yeah, I
No.
know. Oh, like
Breaks
breaks his
it
jaw.
now.
Oh my god.
And just grabs the beak and just.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Just Batman that thing? Oh my gosh.
No, he just breaks the ropes off, and he gets up.
I'm gonna opt Brady like has some bread or something.
Make an animal
Offers it.
handling.
And she make it with advantage just because I'm there.
It knows we're friends, right?
Sure. Yeah, roll it at advantage.
Yeah, I'll be like, it's all right.
Just
And chicken.
At the demented chicken. So this is
Okay.
much closer to like
21.
a chicken ostrich. 21.
Cool.
Okay. You feed it some bread and it. Just gotta kind of.
Good chicken.
Just gotta kind of.
Do you have a
Stand
do you
next
have a
to you.
name? I asked the chicken. Just something that we can call you.
Chicken.
Flock. Call it flock.
Big
Fluffy.
chicken.
I mean, we call most birds Otto, right? I mean,
Another auto.
Another
Either
auto.
gonna be Otto or Flocka, one of the two.
Toto.
Waka. The other ones are called
Bagak. Nope, not that.
Nope, not that.
Anyway,
We'll come up with one on the way. And we'll start walking.
Start walking.
I'm
would like
gonna-
to
yeah.
get on the chicken to ride towards the village.
okay. You make an animal handling check as you try to convince.
I want to try
the
and make
creature-
a motion to shoo him away so the chicken thinks like, no, we don't like him. Like, shoo.
Okay.
Okay, hang on. So
no.
what we're
Out
gonna
at
do?
him.
I'm doing something weird here. We're doing contested animal handling checks.
Oh, and that just put him at disadvantage. I love it. Which one does the chicken like more?
It's like when you put
well,
the
I'm
dog
gonna-
in the middle and you're like, here, boy, and the other one's like, here, boy, and it's like,
Yeah.
Hold on.
But it
Redeem,
hates
let's roll
everything.
at the same time.
Oh, I already rolled.
Oh, well, okay. That's not.
And sorry, I'm not rescinding this roll. It's a natural 20.
Oh.
Not giving it up.
Well, I got a 19, so.
oh, so close.
Dang.
It chooses Brady as like the pack lead. It perceives Brady as like the pack leader.
I'm gonna get on the chicken.
Are we taking the I'm gonna look at everyone. Are we taking
I don't know.
the fast way to town? Is that what we're doing here?
I think I'm the only one that knows how to get to town, right?
Tara also
I know
knows.
where it is.
Okay.
Because I communes with the land. If we want to do the fast
Fancy.
way, I'll look at the chicken and I'll be like, can you let one more on and we can get to the flock faster?
I'm gonna scratch behind his ear.
Oh, and it's just like
Or
the
whatever
eye-
head
the head
part.
wraps the head wraps all the way around to look at Brady.
Birdie, you're pretty much in charge of
The chicken
our
thing.
chicken now. So you can allow anyone you want to ride with you.
I'll motion Thranduin over. Like, come on.
Right.
I'll
turn into-
I would like to
Could have been
protest.
nicer. I don't know.
I would like to protest and say, well, if it's not me, then at least put dusty old bones on the chicken. I'm not waiting for him.
I
I'm gonna-
agree.
He's too heavy.
He's
And I
gonna
hop on
go
behind.
with.
It's like, have you seen
Thranduin's
this
like,
man? He weighs
"No."
like 400 pounds.
He says
hop
as
up on the
he
chicken.
in full plate mail clothes on.
Still
Gonna
lighter than a
indicate to the
dragonborn.
chicken that we like Thranduin's a good person. We like Thranduin.
I'm
So
gonna.
Thranduin, where to pet him? Like, look.
Thranduin pets the
He
chicken
just-
while hating it also because it's in line with Makuta. It's
Okay.
like, he will
Okay.
take pleasure in killing it at some point later by like, yeah, chicken, good chicken, nice chicken.
Do not
Wait,
kill the
wait,
chicken.
yeah.
It's my friend now.
The chicken is bad, Brady. Chicken bad.
It is quite literally evil.
It's ruining
Uh,
the sacred circles in the swamp. Get bad chicken.
Minty, you look up and you like jolt because Danky is like right here. And he looks down and goes, puts his hands on shoulder, and goes, these people, you hurt them. You hurt me. And I will then hurt you. Bad. Long time.
These people are my cousins. So
You are full
definitely
of
wouldn't.
you are
hurt them.
full of sideways think. And that is okay. I am not. I tell you straightway. You hurt them. You hurt me. Then I hurt you a long time. Bad. Okay?
I'm just gonna agree.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Have you ever
Alright.
considered becoming an inquisitor?
Pretend I said the words that make you leave now.
He turns to Fizman and goes, do they wear pants?
Only if it worries the person they're interrogating. Most people don't like it when others don't wear pants. So I mean,
Dada. You be safe. Biddy, you be safe. Thranduin.
Where are you gonna go?
Thranduin,
Just around.
I know you will be safe. Them. Watch for them when I cannot.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna hug Dinky,
Oh,
and I'm gonna whisper in his ear, and I'm just gonna go, if you find more chickens, kill the shit out of them, please. Yeah.
that is new word. Don't know that.
Oh no!
And I'll let go of the hug.
And he's gonna pick you up in big hug.
Oh,
Put you back down.
okay.
Goes back to Fizbin.
Blessings of the Stormfather be upon you. Hail hydrate.
Many words. Awkward shoulder grabbing. And then just, he's gonna keep nodding until you start nodding back. And then just, yeah, he gets it, kind of a thing. He gets it.
I'm out of water. I gotta get more water.
Minty, you have an odd moment where you realize he doesn't make any sound when he walks, and he just leaves, disappearing into the foliage.
I hope I see him again.
Yeah, he's pretty great. And then I transform into a giant eagle.
The chicken starts bucking.
I'll lower a wing down for Fizbin to crawl on.
Crawl.
It's hard to get on an eagle, man.
That's fair.
And
Radeed the whole time has been practicing like guiding chicken in directions to go, like generally like driving the chicken. Probably much to Thranduin's dismay, because it's probably much like a person learning to drive a car where it's like, no stop, you know, turns really hard.
It's just like,
Oh, he wasn't here to hear the fun he's having.
Yeah.
Just maniacal laughter.
Brady is
Piloting a chicken.
yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. Just like a
Poorly.
new driver,
Just-
just kind of all over the place.
Oh man, Rosa, you would love this so much. We're just...
Run circles around him like, wee.
Okay, and at this point, I take my net and I kind of fasten it into like a baby backpack for Albert,
Okay.
and I get down on all four cat paws, orient myself in the direction of the village, and I say, "We ready? You ready to go? Or
Are you
do
running?
still
Look at
wanna-"
that character development. He's not just
yeah.
walking off. He's actually trying to like stick with the party. That's so sweet.
Radeed will remember this.
Well, I didn't finish my sentence.
Oh,
Are you
my
guys
bad.
wanted to go, or did you want to still just watch the naked man walk into the forest?
I mean,
I like him big.
aren't you still pantsless?
I'm still pantsless. Yes, but
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
like, it's a cat butt. There's like a tail just. Also, by the way, there's a dagger. There's an actual dagger. It's like I'm holding a dagger with my tail. Just
We'll talk about that later.
Just putting that. Yeah.
Maybe. That'd be cool.
Fizbin goes from being like super
He actually
slouched
has-
and like,
A rapier in the.
Oh, that's awesome.
oh my.
Oh,
Love
that's
it.
so dope.
He goes from being like slouched and being like, I don't want to walk, and I'm so old. And then when he sees the bird and it like crouches down for him to get on, he just pounces onto. Woo! So much energy all of a sudden. Just
Minty,
leaps on top.
Are you getting on the eagle as well?
I move pretty quick, regular.
Got
Okay.
the tabaxi speed.
Well, I have the tabaxi speed plus. If I need to, I can cast Zephyr Strike. I can move up to 120 feet in one move.
If he starts falling behind,
need
I'll
to.
swoop down and pick him up with my talons.
All right,
whether
what's
he
the?
wants it or
You
not.
guys take off. What's the flight speed of a giant eagle? Would you like me to look it up, or you got it? Looks like she's got it.
Flight speed of 80 feet. So I can go 160. per like turn.
Okay.
Well then, and if we're doing dash distance,
You're
then I
right.
can go, like,
I assume you would be taking
240.
dash. Okay. Outside of Zephyr Strike.
Outside of Zephyr Strike, I can move 120 feet.
Yeah, he keeps up with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the two of you, the chicken monstrosity and the regal giant eagle, both take off. One just like, the other one like. It's a bumpy ride for Brady and Thranduin. And you note that just on all fours, he's just like Naruto running level of like on the tree branches and just keeping up.
Albert takes a nap, by the way. He's gonna take a short rest.
So you said you got him in like kind of a sling kind of a thing?
I have him on my back in a net.
Okay.
He just kind of looks like this.
Yeah. He's just.
He's used to traveling this way.
All right. Couple hours pass in this manner.
I am actually gonna roll a d8 for Albert's health, by the way.
Okay.
He's done nothing for 2 hours. He can get a little bit of health back. One again. This is some. It's fine. I'm fine.
Maybe you need to get a new set of dice. That's some cursed dice you're working with there, my guy. Oh no, that's the
rolled
new
3
dice, isn't
Yes,
it?
that's
Oh,
the new dice.
you just gotta break them in.
Yeah,
They'll get
that's
there.
what it is.
They'll warm up to
they'll
you.
have to figure that out because that's not gonna fly.
Either way, I don't know if we've mentioned it, but occasionally Brady is. I don't know if we said Brady verbally talks to Belle. Or like if she says it out loud, or if they have some kind of mental communication.
I believe it is an out loud communication, if I remember correctly.
Okay,
What is
so
Belle?
Belle is a
literal
sentient
on my
lyre,
hip.
like a kind of like a harp looking thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that she's had with her since last season.
Yeah, and
Do
she
we-
has
can we hear
it
it
strapped
too,
to her
or-
hip.
Yes.
Just
So,
okay.
so occasionally, if he hadn't like been told, you might just think Thranduin's throwing his voice in a very weird way, because Brady also gets dwarf lessons from
Right.
Belle.
So this is how do you say quagmire in Dwarvish.
Quagmire.
Belle, for everyone who's new in the chat, Belle the Liar, and for Ben, in a dwarven ruin, Gent eventually, when he took all of the dwarves away from the northern continent during the great genocide that was happening to the dwarves, he said, okay, I will save you from this genocide. You're going to come to this island and worship me. And that worked for a while. Eventually, the dwarves wanted to return to their old dwarven gods. And so Gent, when he discovered this, transformed most of them into a blue metal, and killing almost all of them wholesale in one go. But the instigators, the secret holy men of the old dwarven gods that came with, he was especially cruel to. In one case, he took Beldrick Glundrian and turned him into a liar, and kind of an off joke, very
Sorry,
morbid.
My TikTok people are asking to see the dice.
Show
I don't
us
even
the
know.
dice. And so Belle the Liar was later discovered by the party and has become a kind of tag-along for the various adventures. We're going to take a quick break because I very much need to pee. Oh, that's a great idea. Separate dice,
I'll
Yeah.
get some.
like a
I'll get some
green set or
ones for
something.
Albert.
Yeah. All right, so a couple hours pass.
Is it safe to say we're approaching like nighttime?
Yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there.
Can the
Okay.
chicken see in the
I'd say
back?
it's twilight, so kind of that golden hour, with the sun's real low, still shooting the golden rays.
But
Oh,
Jeff,
the
where are all the vampires?
That's a great
Can
question.
Can I would like to, since I feel like I think I'm I'm the fastest one there, right?
Pretty fast. Are you keeping pace?
I'm at a no. That's not what my question is. I can run faster than the eagle can fly, so I imagine I can also run faster than the chicken can
Flap.
flap. I don't know if it flies or runs.
So like an
or...
ostrich, that's what I'm picturing.
Yeah, it's like an ostrich
Ostriches
chicken
run really
mutation.
fast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
so
I
they
was
run
thinking.
really fast, but they don't fly. That's all I was.
In this case,
No.
in this case, the chicken creature
Oh.
is keeping pace with the eagle.
Okay, so I'm out in front. I would just like to stop as soon as we see the village before we like enter the village.
Okay, yeah. So you kind of pull up, kind of get back up and off, and kind of get up into a tree and start viewing the village. Make a
Yeah.
perception check.
12.
12. Okay. It's quieter than usual. You don't see any of the normal adornments in this time of year that you've learned. Yeah, that
Yeah,
you've
for
learned that
me.
they would be put. Yeah, for you that they would be putting out. It's very quiet.
How far away are we?
You're probably 200 feet because it's a lot of clearing of this village. So let me go
Okay,
on about this
yeah.
village a little bit. It's because this is a marshland. A lot of the buildings are on kind of the stilts and stuff like that, as well as and you need a lot of like swinging bridges in between. Another hail
okay.
hydrate. Y'all just trying to keep me hydrated, man.
Oh.
And you do see a few guards. So there's kind of a lot of tree trunks kind of sharpened on one end and put through the ground in a ring.
Okay, is that new or is that normal?
No, that's normal.
Okay. They're
but-
called pikes, aren't they?
Yeah, they're just whole trunks. In this case, I'm not sure. But you can kind of position yourself through the entrance to see through the entrance. You don't see, you see a few guards with bows kind of looking around. They seem on alert because I mean, you don't know why. They're just kind of a little more tense, but there's a lot less of them than usual. You do see one tower kind of constructed out of wood, more of just it's a small tower box, like way high up on very high stilts, and you can see the rope ladder going downwards.
Is it just a watchtower?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's one older man, probably
the watchtower?
probably the one with the sharp eyes, you know what I mean, just living up there. He's smoking a pipe.
Is there? You said it's surrounded by a wall, so there's just the one entrance in.
Yeah.
How high is the wall, and what's it made out of? It's just tree trunks,
It's
right?
wood. Yeah, it's 20 feet.
Okay, I can climb that.
Yeah, let's say 20 feet.
That's exactly what my climbing distance is.
Nice.
Okay, so I imagine the rest of everybody is caught up and is now stopped.
As the party begins seeing the clearing on the horizon, they swoop low and land nearby. Minteroso, you hear that where they land, but they don't know where you are. You get to kind of go up to them.
Yeah. I would like to sneak up to them.
Roll
for no
stealth.
particular reason.
Roll stealth versus their passive perceptions.
25 on the stealth check.
Ooh, well done. Yeah, they don't. They kind of pop down and they're like looking around for you.
And then I just pop out of a bush, putting on one pant leg, putting my pants back on.
There he is.
And I go, seems a little different than what I'm expecting. So.
That's not how pants work. I don't.
No, not the pants. The village. Usually, there's more stuff for me, which is nice. But I don't see
I
anything
was
down
looking
there.
forward to seeing
Yeah, normally
it.
they'll
Hey.
take like baskets and like throw them over the edge of the walls over ropes and kind of dangle them down and stuff like that.
Just free food.
Basically.
That's awesome.
Something's a little off. So I have an idea.
What's that?
Bird. I like your bird. I like your little toucan.
Thanks, I'm a bird.
Oh.
Can't say nothing.
Yeah, so she's still an eagle.
Mhm.
So hold on. Yeah, but I don't think we can sneak that. I don't think we can take that bird with us to inside the village right now.
The chicken? The chicken creature?
Yeah. So I look at Brady, and in Elvish I say, so either convince it to stay or I'm tying it up.
Fair enough. Starts trying to work, gets off the chicken, petting it, kind of motioning it to lay down, and motioning it for it to stay, and then like steps away to see.
Stays up.
It stands back up?
Yeah.
Okay, does it again, and then starts, like training any pet, has
Animal
some
handling.
food, has some water. It's not the best. Oh, not too bad. 16?
16. It's not interested in sitting.
Okay, just
As a-
motioning.
As an eagle, I'm gonna push Mentiroso towards the chicken a bit.
I have undone the net backpack and let Albert out of it.
Now, as Mentiroso comes to come over, I'm gonna and Brady's gonna go, just go with it, and pets his head, and then pets the head of the chicken, takes his hands and guides it to pet the chicken, showing
You're doing this
look,
to me?
Yeah.
yeah, to show look, friend.
Animal handling.
I have a
On
me or
the chicken,
both?
or who?
Yeah,
who's doing-
Mentiroso make an animal handling at advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. 21 or 21.
Okay. It does not attack you. It kind of just. What is this petting sensation? This is strange. People are petting me. This is a strange day.
Okay, I'm gonna cast. Do I want to?
You could just wrangle it.
I have speak with animals.
Mm.
I don't really want to.
It'll probably just let you tie it to the tree.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Okay. Well, then I'll very slowly put the net down, grab rope out of my backpack, tie a leg, and then tie to a tree.
Gives it more food. Look, this is fine. This is good.
It doesn't react. It does eat the food though.
And then I would just like to say, stay here for the flock. I don't know if it can understand me, but I'm hoping flock gets through.
You don't know.
I'm gonna say
It does eyeball you though.
I'm gonna say flock in all 8 languages that I speak, and then flap my arms.
Okay.
Stay.
You see the eagle
flock. And I say stay and flock in abyssal, celestial, common, draconic, elvish, giant, infernal, and primordial.
Okay.
Is this because you're a tabaxi that you get all these?
It's because I mess with so many people, and I've learned the best way to mess with people is to speak the language they speak.
And Offbeat
Oh,
Outlaw
okay.
helped him make a build that was absolutely maniacal.
Okay, and so now that the chicken is kind of figured out, I turn back to the party and I say, we're getting in there, but they're not gonna see us. And I cast without trace on everybody in the party.
Okay. Everyone now has a +10 to stealth.
That's
Ooh,
good.
I just feel the sneakiness coursing through my veins.
I don't
Do you just see
understand why
me-
we're not just eating this bird, but whatever.
He looks over at the flump.
No.
One day.
Tara pops out of bird form. Well, that's not gonna do me much use then.
So, just so everyone knows, it's a solid +10 to all stealth checks, and we can't be tracked except by magic. And we also leave behind no tracks or traces.
That's
Wow,
awesome.
this is.
My stealth is unhuman right now.
What? So is mine.
Yeah, nobody will even know I'm standing there
All right.
in front of them.
You guys make your silent way towards the village. As you guys perceive the village, roll stealth as you approach.
With plus 10, by the way.
Yeah.
At disadvantage.
Yay, disadvantage.
I just oh.
Because they're wearing
Armor.
metal.
You guys, I take it
Yeah,
back.
they're wearing heavy armor.
Clunk, clunk,
Oh
clunk.
no, Jake, what have you done?
First roll was a 27.
Ooh.
Second was a 12.
But
Yeah,
with
mine was
the
a
plus
15.
10,
12 with the plus 10 on?
Yeah.
That means you rolled a 2.
I rolled a 5.
Oh, what?
15. You got a 15 total.
All right.
Can
Okay.
we just like at some point, like when we're approaching, can I just hear how loud these two are being
Mm-hmm.
and like turn around,
yeah,
just, like real slow, and be like, I am doing my best.
So are we.
Do
Junk, junk.
and I go, wait a second. You and I point at Thranduin. You can fly, can't you?
Technically, yes.
Would that not, I don't know, be quieter? But I'm doing this like an aggressive whisper.
Maybe, but also would waste resources.
That's true.
We're about to break into a house and sleep tonight, so I don't really care about your resources.
Wouldn't we be quieter if we weren't talking as much?
I look at
Full volume.
Wait, is this a village of natives and hostiles
Yeah.
though?
Yeah, well, they
Not
perceive me to
necessarily
be the
hostile.
actual devil, and they like celebrate my arrival. But
Oh.
they haven't
Well-
started celebrating it, and I just sent like that undead person from this village. I sent that person back to this village to let them know that I'm coming.
Right, for vengeance.
So they should be. No, not for vengeance. This one wasn't for vengeance. They should be expecting me, and there should be like fire and fruits and foods and all this
Wait.
like ready. And
If
there's
they're
not.
expecting you, there's not.
if the guy didn't make it, though, they wouldn't know.
Right.
So
But
that
it's
game
also
sickness
around the
didn't
right
left.
time of it's around the right season for them to be expecting me anyway.
Oh.
Well, then
okay.
shouldn't we make a big flashy entrance instead of a quiet one?
Oh, I was gonna flash as soon as we got in.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah, then they won't know that.
Mm.
Okay.
And I can help make that happen.
Keeps them
Well,
out.
that
Yeah,
is,
that's what I'm saying.
uh,
If you
I
need
thought we
someone
were
that
going
can put
to
on a
this
good
village.
show.
How
Jason,
So I
how
wanted
far
to save
away?
Yeah.
So
How far?
Because I can
how
only
far away
cast
can
it
you-
at 5th level. I can't cast it at a lower spell, so it's
Oh,
like my
okay.
highest spell slot.
so
Fizbin, how far away do you have to be to do like thaumaturgy? I imagine that's the spell that you were gonna.
It's been
Far
the whole
away.
show.
if anybody knows how to showboat, it's Fizbin.
Yeah, he's got
I
it.
have-
He's
I
got
have
it.
presentation, so-
Presentation!
I
Together
have to
we
stick
can
it to
just
blah, blah, blah.
set
I
the
have that
stage.
too.
Mhm.
30 feet. I can have like 3 ongoing effects at the same time, but it's like a 30 feet around me. I can like turn
Does-
on torches and I can make my eyes glow
Okay.
or someone else's eyes glow and make my
Okay.
voice loud. That
Wait,
kind of
does
stuff.
invisibility give you advantage on stealth?
I think it does.
It does.
I can make. Hang on.
There's a bunch of little Jakes doing research on computers.
Oh, that's such a cute image.
She's overworked.
So I can make 4 of us invisible.
Nice. Perfect.
And
Three.
then
yeah,
we can-
including yourself.
hmm
Yeah, so
that is one of
us,
the
four.
So all
of
but
us
you.
wouldn't be invisible.
Right. So I mean, I would probably. let's just like for the sake of the game, let's say that we stopped halfway there because I heard you guys being too
Oh,
loud.
yeah.
We have just
So
now
you guys
discussed
get like
this as a party.
5 feet into the clearing, and you all start bantering, and just slowly the 5 of you start going back into the woods as you're
Wait.
bantering.
But if we want to make this a performance and like flashy, then I can make
Yeah.
invisible, and then I can do thaumaturgy, not thaumaturgy, precipitation along with the thaumaturgy, and make some really big.
Sounds and
Look at
stuff.
I can
yeah.
add the
So-
music.
Brady, what is your stealth? Like, what's your bonus right now without the extra stuff?
Plus 10.
Cool.
Okay, so you have more stealth than me. Not by much, would like to point out.
Oh wait, I didn't roll. I forgot to add my actual stealth bonus. I rolled a 16 technically.
You want to risk it? He got a 15.
No, I we've already discussed
Yeah, I just realized.
the
Okay.
that
plan
I'm
here.
dumb.
So he could make everyone invisible. I suggest making everyone invisible except for me, just because I'm the
Uh-huh.
person that they know.
Okay.
That's smart.
So let's sneak in to this city and announce my arrival in the most dramatic way possible.
For sure.
Okay. So, Thranduin, when you casting it?
Yeah. So
Okay.
the four.
Does
of
it
us
go
are
away if I
invisible.
cast a spell?
Yeah, it's just
Why-
regular invisibility.
Why'd you ask about my stealth?
I was thinking about who would
Oh.
be invisible, but it just made more sense, like,
Okay.
story-wise, for me to be the one that didn't go invisible.
Making sure I didn't miss something along the way. I'm like,
Yeah,
wait,
no.
do I have a job?
You know, if
We'll
this
pop-
wasn't.
Won't we?
if this-
Won't,
Go ahead.
sorry. Won't we pop out of invisibility as soon as we start using spells to make him visible to show off
Yeah.
stuff?
Yeah.
But
you're
once
right.
we get into the city, it won't matter.
Okay.
Okay. So now with
So you'll
advantage
give us like
to
a
stealth.
sign of what you want to do, and then we'll all just like do it. The thing.
We create a
Yeah.
plan. My plan is to what? Make your eyes glow a
Glow
certain
red.
color.
They think I'm the devil, so red would be
Okay,
perfect.
so red. I can have your
if
voice
you can light
boom.
as much stuff on fire as possible, make my voice boom. Absolutely.
I can make all the
I can help
fires
with
like
that.
flare up.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can make the
with
fires
stick-
flare up.
Yeah.
Do you want like an army of alligators to come out from behind you?
I can cause unlocked doors or windows to fly open or slam shut.
all of it.
I'm gonna
All of it.
I'm gonna create fire that like circles around him,
Okay.
like floating fire.
And I'll make
I will also be
symbols
producing fire
amongst
in
the
my
fire.
hands while this is happening. Both hands.
I'll
Alright,
just-
so I can
I'll
do-
just
I can
make
do
it
3 effects.
alligator.
So I'm gonna make your eyes red. I'm going to make. I should make your voice louder, 3
Very
times louder.
loud. Yes.
Yeah.
And then I will change the color of the lights that is created in 30-foot
red.
radius to
Oh,
something red.
To like a blood
Sure.
red.
Yeah, just like really odd red.
What's up, Taylor?
So instead of making a ton of stuff happen, I'm actually just gonna cast enhance ability on you.
Oh.
And I'm gonna give you Eagle's Splendor, and you have advantage on all charisma checks.
Nice.
Okay. Okay.
Advantage does not stack.
Yeah, I know.
Do you already have
does
the
he
advantage?
already have advantage?
I have advantage on deceptions, insights, and sleight of hand.
Okay,
not
so
on
so
performance or
persuasion and performance would still. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Which is gonna help.
So I'll make the fire flare up. I'll make
Oh, and you get
symbols
8
around
hit
your
points
head, and
if you
then
need them.
And I get
I'll get one
temporary or like.
Just you like heal 8.
What's
Yeah.
that, Jake?
Yeah.
Oh no, it is
That's
10.
great.
Yeah, 8. We're 10.
Oh, 8 temp. Okay.
8 temp,
then
yeah.
That's not current. All
Or
right.
do you've got music, right? You're doing the eerie music.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the flames and then some like spooky music.
Okay. So I'll make the wind
Using the wand of conducting.
rustle. The flames will flare, and then he'll have like demony symbols around his head.
Okay.
Amongst
So
Reduce
Everybody's a
fire.
4th level.
all that to say, Mintoroso, with everyone else invisible, how do you walk up to this village from the clearing?
Oh, my goal is to approach. My goal is to still stealthily climb
Okay.
in.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead and stealth check as you try to like flow to the ground and I assume over a wall.
30
Okay, over a wall.
over a wall.
All right. You get in. You are unseen.
And yeah.
One of the guards' back is to you as he is looking over the as he's looking around. You look down and you timed it perfectly so that it's right when the lookout in the guard tower is trying to repack his pipe.
Perfect.
And you
What's the tallest building around that's not the watchtower?
probably the
main central.
yeah, like there's a big opening in the center of the place. There's a well there as well. And but there is like a larger building, like a hall, like a meeting hall kind of a thing. You do hear a lot of people in there. The rest of the party, with advantage, roll stealth to approach.
Do we still have the pass without a trace on us?
I believe so.
That's
Yeah.
for an hour, I think.
Yeah, it's for an hour.
29.
Hey.
31.
So much better. Oh, thank
Whoa.
goodness.
Rolling at
39.
disadvantage
Oh
is
my
good.
god. Bisbin.
Even better.
23.
Okay.
Hey!
Invisibly,
good
the
enough.
four of you pass into the village. So again, you don't see a lot of people. You do see one kid at the well, like drawing up a bucket of water. Minteroso, you can hear that there's a lot of people in the kind of town hall building.
Okay.
You do hear a few people in other houses as well.
How far away from the town hall am I?
About 40 feet.
Yeah, I can cover that.
Over
Is there, like, an
swinging
open-
bridges. So you might want to either go on the roof or along the wall or on the floor, or but you're not even invisible. It doesn't really matter. You just
But I'm also like a very stealthy cat. I could crawl on the wall if I wanted to.
Yeah. It's terrifying to picture, actually.
Can I get close enough to hear what they're talking about in the town hall?
Roll stealth, and then roll perception.
Okay, 29 on stealth and 22 on perception.
Okay. It seems that they're trying to figure out why many of their people are ill. You kind of
Okay.
take a little glance, and it looks like there's like 30 people all just kind of laid out and motionless, and their family is bending over them trying to resuscitate them in some way. And their eyes are open and they're breathing, but they are still. They are the warriors. Some of them have
Okay.
injuries, but many of them are just
Paralyzed?
Okay, so I look around. I try to sniff these guys out. I can't see them. And then I just kind of look and then nod. And then I am going to jump, sort of like towards like where everyone inside the town hall can see me out the front door. And I'm going to cast Giant's Might.
okay.
So these guys can now see me grow 16 feet tall with fire in both hands.
Oh my god.
So that's the signal.
So you grow 15 feet tall with fire in both hands. Demonic symbols begin appearing and floating around you. Balls of fire orbiting you. Other fires and torches and the like begin flaring up, and your eyes begin glowing red.
And I yell, "You have angered me. Bring me your leader."
And that is where we'll pick up next episode. Everybody, thank you for coming in. I'm very excited. Welcome again to Ben Brainard. I'm very excited to have him on the team. I love what he's bringing to the table. I'm Sir Feffers. We have a Tuesday and a Thursday D&D stream, as well as some other video games that I stream on here as well. You can find full episodes on the YouTube, and feel free to jump in on the Discord, where a lot of us hang out on the regular. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see where this goes. I have a lot of really fun horrible things planned for this little ark in the swamp.